What is up, everybody? Welcome to Sandlot Gaming Dungeons and Dragons. Here we are rolling through the Tomb of Annihilation in Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. We have reached the Forbidden City of Omu, as you can see on your screen here. This is where the rest of our campaign will finish. We are looking to take out a lich who has put a curse on the land, where if somebody dies, they cannot be resurrected by normal means. Well, normal magical means. However normal it is in this world, apparently that's a normal thing. But anyway, we want to get that back to normal. So here we are, going through this city filled with undead things and snake people and all kinds of stuff. We have in our party, we have a bard, a monk, a wizard, a fighter, and a druid. Our druid is out tonight, so he will kind of be a silent partner that will step in if things get dire. The DM will step in as him. But that said, this, I believe, is our 24th session of this module. So let's jump in and see what's going on.
Up a conversation there. It was fun. That's just like I'm not doing anything today. You know, let's just hang out. So it was cool. It was fun. Cool. Tomorrow, I think I'm just gonna sleep.
There you go.
Like all day.
And
then play some Uncharted because I just bought all the Uncharted.
It's a tough life you live there, Hillers. It's
well, man. Every other weekend it's a very easy life.
I'm gonna sleep for a while, and then play some video games.
I'm gonna play some Uncharted. I might drink, and then sleep again, and then play more Uncharted.
We're gonna get some Gloomhaven in there at some point.
Yeah, we gotta figure that one out.
Man. I'm there.
Have you played a game yet?
I haven't. I need to run one game of. I need to run my trial game. I've opened the box, but I haven't started diving into the box yet. But I'm familiar enough with the rules that I have an understanding of how it all plays out. I just need to do it for real. I just need to actually play it out. The rules seem pretty simple.
Don't die.
He's a liar.
Yeah, are we good? Are we good to start?
Good.
All right.
Rock and roll.
I'm super afraid that Jason is gonna die tonight, but I'm ready to stride forward bravely, as the frog statue told me that I should.
Froghemoth.
See how brave you are.
Troy, there's some interesting stats you posted earlier.
Right.
When did you post stats?
Terrifying.
Check roll.
Oh no, I saw that. Yes. What were they doing?
Start at level 3. A total of
this would be too much.
A total of 13 character deaths across 6 actual players. 3 players actually finished with their original characters. So,
by the way, Troy, I looked up the swallow.
10 different characters between 3 players, basically. Yikes.
I looked up the mechanics of the Froghemoth, and I don't know if you were sparing me on purpose or not, but I do appreciate your leeway.
Why would you look that up?
In what way did I?
Hillers, keep your mouth shut.
I was not sparing you on purpose. So I would like to learn from my errors.
When I was swallowed by the Froghemoth, I was restrained.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Which means I should not technically have been able to attack.
Is that what restrained means?
Like you're fully unable to move.
You were sure it was restrained and not grappled?
No, it's restrained.
No, you're already grappled by any amount of its tentacles or tongues or whatever the fuck it had going on. But so restrained is a full-on...
it means you have disadvantage. Doesn't mean it means you have disadvantage, not on your attack rolls.
Well, I didn't get disadvantage either. So
I assumed that you'd still be able to attack because part of the mechanics says that basically you can attack it out. Do at least 20 points of damage or something like that to make them.
If it takes that amount of damage, but I assume that meant like cantrips or something that would not involve me physically stabbing it.
All right. Well, next time you get swallowed, I'll look up the restraint.
Just...
What else is gonna swallow me?
Oh, you just wait.
Why is everything swallowing me all the time?
That seems like a good segue. Speaking of, so by the way, Zigmundo has received the MVP award for last session.
Yay!
Hey, here.
I'm voting every week, so you're welcome, everyone else.
Well, we got 2 votes, so we got 2 people that voted this time.
Oh, okay.
So maybe that should be a rule moving forward. Is 1 vote is insufficient.
I think that's
You
fair.
know, I'm not gonna lie. I think about this game on my way to work on Monday, and then all I keep thinking from like Thursday on is I can't wait to play again.
I
And
know,
it's
right?
never-
That's-
It's never like, oh, I should log in and vote for MVP.
yeah.
Did I tell you guys what happened in my other session?
Can we get
No,
right
what
about this
happened?
session?
I
No.
aged 20 years.
Wow, congrats.
Wow.
No, like
you
against
can
my will.
drink now.
Against my will, I aged 20 years.
Oh, well, you can retire now.
It's like a sixth of your life, at least.
Yeah. That's
All
not,
right, so
that seems not great.
Segundo, as
Wasn't good.
MVP, you get the honor of doing the recap.
Ooh. Okay, so last week we got a long rest, and that was great, and everybody rejoiced. And then
There was much to do.
and the peasants rejoice.
and then we went exploring. And as we were exploring, we found a bunch of like graffiti and some other explorer folk, and then we ended up coming to this one temple that had a pond out front and a bunch of graffiti, and we read some stuff about the graffiti, and then as we tried to proceed with bravery into the temple, a giant frog monster attacked us, and we fought it for a considerable length of time, and we were victorious, and now we all fear for the undead frog hemoth, and now I believe we're entering the temple.
We've also added a new party member to our group,
Or
Right, right.
Yeah, the scribe or the translator?
Orvek the Cowering.
Right. Well, he does a lot of cowering. I forgot that last week was so.
He
so
does
long.
exactly the same amount of cowering as like half our party.
Listen, you.
No, I prefer you stay at distance. And to reiterate, should you need to fireball, you go ahead and
You
fireball.
fireball.
You do you.
You wizard. You do wizard things.
You do your things. Although
Actually,
if
in
you
like 2 levels.
don't want to incinerate me, that would also be cool.
Well,
so
I
both
won't get into
things
2 levels.
are good.
I might not make
I'm
it 2
not
levels.
saying to do it. I'm just saying if you have to.
So
We also interrogated. What happened from the interrogation that we did? That was kind of.
We learned that there was a dissenting view among the snake people, and we learned that they reside in that circular area that's partially submerged on our map. That's their sort of main base, and that there was I'm never going to remember the name of the primary dissenter, but there was someone over there that wanted to seize control from Raz Nisi for whatever reasons.
Pendaza.
Mismanagement, I guess. It's like,
right.
and
Wants to
so-
expand the Medicaid. Expand Medicaid in the state. And,
Right. So
yeah.
should we go there? That might be worth investigating if they don't all immediately stab us.
Want better benefits.
Okay.
But right now we are in Kubazan, the Froghemus area. What we know from the graffiti that we found in the guardhouse and from the messages on the frog statue, this is a contest or of bravery, and we should walk forward bravely, which makes me think that I'm going to definitely be incinerated by something like real fast. So there we are.
Yeah, and what was it? You said you had to replace something too.
Take back what you give, or something of that nature. To equivalent exchange essentially was the principle. Although what that means in context, we don't know. We put an arrow on the frogmouth statue that we thought might weigh as much as the key that we took from it, and then we had froghemoth problems.
All right, and so that brings us back to where we are. Yeah, and you did find that key on top of that statue within the mouth of. You guys have all kind of gathered back at the northern edge of that murky water pool where the enormous corpse of a froghemoth lays, kind of half, blown out. I'm covering several of you and around you.
Your,
And
your
in front of
mic,
you stands.
your mic is going in and out. Troy, sorry.
Let's see if this is better. Pull
There
this
you
up
go.
better.
Yeah,
Closer.
yeah.
There we go. All right. So the before you stands the shrine itself. Within this there's a partially destroyed boundary wall, and then within that boundary wall is the kind of tall square monolith that holds the shrine to Kubazan. Two large stone doors stand closed and as you guys learned earlier, locked in front of you.
Do we have that that area map available to us?
Yeah.
I'd recommend trying the key.
No.
I want to knock on the door first.
All right. So you open, you knock,
Oh God.
you wait maybe 20 seconds, and nothing happens.
Can't wait 21 seconds.
And
Okay. Can I try the
22.
Oh, what an ass!
key? Can I try the key?
you
I would like to
can-
try. I would like to try to see if the key fits.
Before he does that, can I move?
Yeah.
Like behind a wall, like to the left.
Yeah, if anybody wants to rearrange where you are right now, let's go ahead and do that.
Can I have Roland use all his healing spells?
I don't-
Okay, guys, I'm ready.
It's an elf-seeking missile. You're boned either way.
It's a-
Fuck.
Does the key fit in the hole?
All right, so do you have the key?
Yes.
I forgot who got it.
How
Okay.
many points does all of Roland's healing spells give me back?
Roland is occupied talking to a local squirrel that he found.
It's just jerking it. Just
Classic Roland.
classic Roland. All
You
right.
do have another cleric in the party, though.
Oh, will the old man heal me?
No, that's not what I was talking about.
Why not?
The other girl.
Because he's not a cleric.
What about Turna? How much can she heal me?
How many hit points do you have?
Not enough.
She offers you to heal you with one of her arrows.
Is it an arrow of healing?
No.
Oh, okay.
I can't see your bar. I don't know how.
I've got like 19 points.
Can you not? Can you not see his bar?
No, it's weird. It's like it's above the wall.
It's because it's in the shadow
Yeah.
to him.
Just
when I
drag
move.
yourself down there. Holy crap! You are in
It's
trouble.
not good. It's not good. It's not
Oh,
great.
God,
I had
don't
like
wanna
9
waste a
points.
spell on
and
you.
if that frog had taken even one more turn, I would have been full on digest.
So look, I can give you like
I took a lot of hits. A lot of big hits.
I can give you a
What am I
1d4 plus 3.
Do we want to take a short rest?
Like that would be preferred if possible.
DM.
You guys are short rest. You can take pretty much whenever you want.
Yes, please. I'll take 2 hit dice.
Plus
Okay,
the
so you
D6.
guys. So after crawling out of the belly of the,
1d6 or 1d6 per
you
hit
just had to
dice.
take a breather.
Need a
1d6
minute, guys.
overall.
Need a minute.
Yeah, I'm just hunched over on my knees. I'm gonna need a second. That was super gross. $11 plus. If I could type correctly, that would help. 15. All right. Okay, not bad. 34 is manageable.
Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna be here, might as well take a hit die as well.
Okay, go for it.
Fuck. I mean, as long as I'm at it, I might as well do one more because you get half back on the long rest. So let's do half.
11 plus 2, right? So it's 9. Okay.
Right on. 40 points. Okay. Totally serviceable. And I get my second win back, so I will use that as well. And then I should be just fine.
Is there anything inside the stomach that's not Jason of the role of the Bargemoth that's worth looting? I would like to loot it and
son of a
kind of go
bitch.
through the stomach and see if there's anything in it that's worth taking.
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception, actually an investigation check. Hmm.
Yikes.
You look around and your kind of claws are just filled, just covered in green muck.
Ugh.
You find some bones that seem to belong to some kind of humanoid. So something else was in there at one point, but you don't find anything else.
Am I
Okay.
covered
I
in
wet my hands
precious
on Jason.
ambergris?
I wet my hands on Jason, and I go to the door to unlock it.
I don't even notice.
Yeah,
Am I covered in precious ambergris
Oh, good call.
that
I
I
don't know
can
what that
sell?
word means.
It's
Ambergris.
It's
slime.
It's
like
the
a
lining,
mucus
it's a
of
calcified
whales that they
lining.
use for perfume and other like
So-
high end.
To be clear,
items.
it's a semi-calcified lining of a whale's digestive tract that occasionally gets vomited up, and so large creatures will do this. You ever get those phlegm stones in the back of your throat? That's essentially
Correct.
what this is, but they're highly valuable and can be used for all sorts of manufacturing of things.
Yeah, they're extremely precious. So I assume I'm coated in this,
You're
and that I'm
coated
now
in-
extraordinarily wealthy from frog hemoth ambergris.
You're coated in ooze and blood and bile.
Make an investigation check to see if you think it's smart.
You know, just no would have been fine, Troy. Although I do appreciate the effort you're putting in here.
None of it looks to be particularly valuable.
Got it.
In your
Right. Okay.
pre-industrial state. All right. So you guys have kind of wrapped up your rest, and Squawk, I think the last thing that you said was that you were gonna try the door.
Yes, I'd like to. First, I want before I just open the door, I want to unguardedly try the key first to make sure it fits, and then stealthily open the door, being cautious
So-
for traps or anything that might.
So you slip the key in the door, and it does seem to fit. You start to turn it, and it's a little tough, but it does seem likely that it would turn and open. So if you want to, you can
Yes.
unlock the door, and so click, turn it, and you can hear this mechanism unlatch behind or within the door itself, and it likely unlocked. So if you want to open it stealthily, go ahead and roll a stealth check. Hmm.
No.
What?
So it is a old
That was
door.
the most Nick thing you could have done.
And these are old stone doors, right? So as you push the door forward, you have to push pretty hard to move it, and it just scratches along the bottom stone surface of the slab beneath it. Really loud. Everything within 200 yards probably heard that thing move
Awesome.
as it opens.
200 yards. How big is
And what
this
you
building?
see,
Not just
well,
in the
it's
building.
really,
Oh, all
really
the ghouls.
large-
See, the
and
thing about
whatnot.
sound is it travels all over the place.
Yeah. Science.
Yeah. All right. And so you see in front of you a set of steps descending to a ledge that overlooks a pit of sharpened. All the way across that pit, you see an alcove on a far wall. There's a pedestal with a stone cube resting on top of it. There's a relief carved into the back of that alcove, and you can see what looks like a monstrous frog. It looks like some sort of frog hemoth. With its tentacles are wrapped around and fighting a large bird that looks like a crane.
Whoa.
There are wooden beams sticking out from the walls all the way around at kind of the level of the ledge above the pit. Each of these beams are about roughly 4 feet apart from one another, and finally there's you see carved frog heads above on the walls above each of these beams. stone.
Okay.
Oh God.
Is what's his name with us?
Orvex, yes.
Orbex with us? Okay. I look at Orbex and I ask, who is that bird? What is the what is the name of the Froghemoth god?
Kubazan.
Kubazan.
Kubazan. Okay, is that Kubazan, and who is he fighting?
Yeah. So Orvex comes a little bit closer, comes standing up next to you, and he looks at it and he says, "Yes. I believe that is. I believe that is Kubazan." And he pulls out his notebook, and he says, "Yes, I believe that Kubazan is fighting. Wait for it, loading. I believe that he's fighting Papazotl, the Iblis."
Do they not like each other?
Well, they're fighting.
No.
Why are they
That's
fighting?
not-
Why are they fighting?
It's actually an interesting story. You see, there's a legend, the legend of the gods of Omu, and part of the legend says that one evening, a wily Iblis, Zotl, stepped out from his hut. He didn't like the Omuans, but without them, he'd have no one to play his tricks. So the Iblis sent a marsh frog to reason with Ubtao. But the frog was angry and decided to wrestle the god instead. This amused Ubtao, so he gave the frog tentacles to make it stronger. When Kubazan, the Froghemoth, returned to Papazotl, the Iblis, chased Papazotl into the swamp with his new tentacle.
So Papazotto is probably in the marsh.
Yeah, in some
Well,
kind of
it's
swamp.
possible.
Yeah.
Who was that? Was that Papazotto that? Or who did we fight him? Did we vanquish him? Is that what we were just fighting?
Oh, Kubazan is the Froghemoth god. I do not believe that was a god that we fought. I think that was just a Froghemoth, but
Just
you
your
see-
regular run-of-the-mill Froghemoth.
Kubazan was the first of the Froghemoth.
All right, so I'm thinking.
There's more of those?
The first of the Froghemoth. Oh, that's good.
Well, yeah, the one we fought was one of the descendants.
I thought it was just the one. Oh, man. That's not great.
Get ready to get swallowed again.
That's not great, man. I don't
The
want to be
second
that.
most deadly trap is the second behemoth.
So I'm thinking these frog heads
This time
above.
with updated swallowing rules.
Oh, no.
These,
Why did I correct it?
Good job,
So,
Hillary.
such a poor decision on my part. I can't even. Oh, all
I,
right.
I think
let's proceed.
I think the last thing we want to do is go and just grab that cube.
I think we should go and grab that cube.
I think you should go and grab that cube. I think the way to get that thing off there is going to have something to do with those frog heads that are over the wooden beams, right? Like there's going to be some kind of combination we've got to do or something.
How far apart are the wooden beams from each other?
Roughly 4 feet.
Oh,
It varies,
Okay.
but 4 feet average.
all right.
And how far is the drop from the ledge that we're on to the spikes below?
It's about 30 feet to the bottom.
Okay.
Killing distance.
So it's less than that to the spikes themselves, but from the ledge,
Okay.
from the kind of ledge at the bottom of the steps that are in front of you, from that ledge to the bottom of the pit is about.
So
Could
would
I-
you say that it is like a deathly height?
Um,
I think that's fine. Like it's a
Yeah, if you
lethal
fall
Let's-
height.
30 foot onto a spike, you're
Let's
gonna
not
die.
worry about. Yeah, let's just not fall on the spikes.
But
falling 30 feet's probably not going to outright kill you, although it could potentially.
If you land on a spike and get
Could I-
impaled, it could.
could I walk up onto the ledge there and get a look at the room?
How far across the ledge? Like, sorry, how far?
Here or here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do either
okay.
one of these wooden to go left or right? Do either one of them look more stable than the other?
No, they look like the wood is old, but the wood is quite robust. It doesn't look particularly.
Other than the spikes, is there anything on the ground?
You do see some bones. You see a few skeletons kind of wrapped around some of the spikes.
Could I ask one of our party members to just hold a rope for me and have me walk down
Only if you tie it around your waist.
among the spikes. Yeah,
I mean,
let's
you can ask.
why
No.
bother following? Yeah, it's like why bother falling when we can just walk down there?
How do we
Well,
get
I
up?
also
How do we
have
get up on the other
spider
side?
climb staff.
Well, we've
Spider
got a
climb?
party member who can fly, so maybe
Hey,
he can
hey, hey,
get a rope.
Hillers.
We also have spider climb stuff.
Healers, I have the spider climb staff.
Right, we got so many ways. So let's just do
Well,
that.
if we have a
Just-
party member who can fly, why can't he just fly across and get the cube?
Get over there, Squawk.
Just to be
I
clear,
don't
this alcove, the ledge that that the cube is on, is at the kind of the same height as the wooden plank.
30 feet up.
Roger that. So Squawk, would you care to?
Can I shoot
on
an arrow? Can I? Okay. My thought is that like I don't want to just fly over there because I don't want like a downdraft to like push me down into the spikes that I have learned exist in this game. I'd like to like
Not
shoot.
downdraft. That was-
Well, you don't have like magic to like push me down. I don't want to just get pushed down into it. I'd like to shoot an arrow across the chasm. Like I'm not aiming at the cube. I'm not aiming anything. I just want to shoot across to see if there's anything that's gonna push the arrow down.
Okay.
Like, I want to shoot it up in an arc to kind of simulate like what my flight path would look like.
So you mean
Although,
one of the bolts of your crossbow? I think you mean.
I have a longbow. But yes.
You do? Okay.
Yeah, that's well. You said I thought you said it was a longbow last week. That's what I
Oh,
heard.
yeah, that's right. You got the longbow. Somebody else got a crossbow.
I did.
Ah, that was it. Okay. Yes, go ahead and subtract an arrow as you pull it out and pull back and ching, it flies through the air, more or less where you intended it to go. Hits against the relief of the frog hemoth at the back of the room. Chink! You can see the head of the arrow break off as it collapses in 2 pieces onto the floor of the
Okay. All right. Well, here we go. And I will.
Here we go.
Oh, God.
No, do it.
So
What would
as we
Squawk
walk
do?
in- Squawk actually wouldn't come in the room at all.
Squawk would have ran away about a month ago.
Why doesn't like it enclosed? But I guess he can fly, so actually it would be okay. Actually, hang on a second. I'll tell you what Squawk would do right now. Let's make this DC 12. Ooh, that's tough.
12.
Okay.
Easy.
Okay, well, I guess that should have been wisdom. I guess for fear. I guess to overcome my fear to get in the room is what I was going for there. But okay, I said intelligence 12, so that's what we're gonna go with. Okay, so I'm able to suck it up and DM if in the future if you want to like help me with that for RP
Sure.
purposes, what I should roll and how to do that. So I'm able to suck it up, and although nervously, I will attempt to enter the room, take a deep breath, spread my wings, and attempt to quickly fly across the other side of the room.
Okay. So you're able to spread your wings out, fly across. Nothing seems to stop you. Nothing seems to move.
I
or
would
react.
like to yell out to him really brief and to interject.
Okay.
Come on in the building, man.
Yeah.
Remember to give as much as you take.
Okay. And so you reach the other side, and there's the alcove before you. There's this kind of flat stone surface with a pedestal rising from it with a stone cube on top of that. You land, and you're able to get a better look at the cube itself. The cube
Sorry.
has a it's about it's stone. It's about 3 inches by 3 inches by 3 inches, and it does have a kind of relief carving of a frog hemoth.
Director, didn't you pick up like a cube or something last week?
Did I? I was in Vegas last week, so remembering things is tricky.
Are you shouting to him from outside? He's pretty far away right now.
Oh.
I mean,
I don't know. Did he shout at me?
Did you pick up a cube? I don't recall anything like that.
I don't either.
I remember we picked up a cube.
Hey, it looks like there's some rubble about the same size as this.
Yeah,
one.
we can go get some rocks if you want.
Okay, so I'm sorry. So regardless, so you said that there's it's a froghemoth looking cube.
It's well, the cube doesn't look like a frog demon.
There's frogbehemoth inscription on it.
Yeah.
3 by 3 by 3 feet or inches?
3 by 3 by 3 inches.
Okay, and this is where the battles. This is where the wrestling's taking place in this image.
That's yes.
This is where the wrestling.
This is where the wrestling goes.
What are you gonna do?
Hey, Orbex, any idea what this cube is?
He
I describe him as a 3 by 3 with the.
He comes in and like peers across, kicks some loose gravel and it kind of topples down to the floor beneath him, and he kind of looks over the edge and looks pretty uneasy, but he peers across and he says, I'm not sure what that is.
We'll see you in the ring, brother.
Okay, someone else can do something. I'm gonna look at some stuff here.
Come up behind you and hit you with the rolling chair.
Well,
So, Rector, you entered the shrine.
yeah.
Hey, do we want to go do some more exploring and come back here? We know it's in this temple. Why don't we go around and see what else we can find, and maybe it'll give us an idea of what to do in here.
Nick, I feel like you're scared to pick up that cube.
You should probably just pick up the cube.
Why don't you listen to Zygmundo's suggestion? There's plenty of rocks out here to help.
And that's a start, yeah.
Okay, so knowing what the size of this cube of this rock is, I guess I'll fly out and back, look to see if I can find something that matches roughly the dimensions of that cube.
Okay. So you come over here and go ahead and roll an investigation.
Sure, sorry.
Okay. Yeah, you find a nice size. You don't find anything that's shockingly 3 inches by 3 inches by 3 inches, but you find something, a piece of stone that's. You feel like it might be roughly the same weight as something that was that. Without you don't really know what material the cube is made out of. You don't know if it's hollow or not. So there are a lot of assumptions that you're making here, but you're just kind of saying, this is like geometrically could balance out to 3 by 3 by 3, even though it's not that shape. Maybe it's roughly the same weight. You don't really know, but you find something that's your best guess.
All right. Before so as I'm walking back in, I think that the group should get up and looking at Orbex. It's particularly Orbex, but anyone else's. So my idea is I'm going to take this and swap out the stone. But I don't really understand stones, and I don't really know what they look like. Does anyone have? Can anyone see through my eyes and tell me what, and be able to get a better idea of what it is that I'm dealing with, what we're dealing with, as I'm over there?
No.
So Orvex, it looks really confused. He's, I'm a scribe. I can help you translate, especially the old Omuan. I think swapping the stone for the cube makes sense to me. That seems like it would with the suggestion we saw outside. But I do not have any kind of magical talent here to see through your eyes.
Okay. Well, unless someone has a better idea, I guess I'm gonna go and I start walking towards the edge, spread my wings, and get ready to fly back to the other side.
Oh, wait, just 1 second. Hold on.
Okay.
Nick, what did you just do there?
No, I was just flying.
Flew back.
Yeah, I flew back. That was me.
Swooping here and there.
Squawk to the squawk.
All right. So
Squawk and squawk.
He does a barrel
I
roll.
let the party know that I have 2 spells that might aid us in this, including Find Familiar and Unseen Servant.
All right, well, get casting then.
I don't know what either one of those things do. You do what you
Cast
think is
away.
right.
All right.
Wizard's
So
gonna wizard.
this is Find Familiar.
No, what's
That's
the
a lot.
TLDR?
We know what Find Familiar does because it's basically
Pansy.
yeah.
but
Hands
not as good.
And
Or
then,
the
and then
ones-
unseen servant is
It does stuff for you, but you
Can,
can't
can,
see it.
can you
yeah,
just
but
tell
you can't
us?
see it. Do you want me to copy paste it?
No,
Just tell us.
just do it.
All right.
Just cast
So
and do what you're
unseen
gonna do.
servant is basically it's a servant that does like a simple task.
Is he
It's
seen?
got
He's
Sorry?
unseen.
Is he seen?
no
He's
unseen.
absolutely unseen.
Yeah, that thank you
This
for beating that one really hard with a drum. Low hit points, interacts with an object, can perform simple tasks, fetching things, cleaning, mending, folding. I mean, basically exactly what we want.
Touching
Where do you summon it?
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah, he also helps win Red Sox games.
Where can you summon it? Like, where does he appear when you summon him? Where does
I
Mr.
can summon him within 60 feet.
Well,
So
better
you
walk up
could
here, then.
have him appear or not appear over there and pick up the cube.
We could. 1, 2, 3, 4. I am going to step right here, and with our DM's
The
permission,
bravery.
I will summon this.
1, 2, 3, 4. Watch as they run out the door.
Right.
Don't give up my secrets, okay?
I'm Mr. Meeseeks. I'm Mr. Meeseeks.
Not a secret, Zigmundo. We all know you're gonna run over.
This is fine.
Okay, so you're summoning the unseen servant, presumably
Yes.
next to the pedestal.
Yep.
Can you post the spell for my benefit?
Yes, I will. You know what's ridiculous is that I feel like it's like a little bit more useful, but it's not like nearly all that text.
Okay.
Move up to 15 feet and interact with an object.
Yeah. So pick it up.
Mhm.
15 feet gets him to here.
No,
That's
he's
pretty good.
Well, just have him pick it up for now.
yeah. If you didn't pick him up, I can go over and take it.
I have a feeling he won't last long once he picks it up.
So
All we want him to do is swap it out. All we want him to do is I'm gonna fly over, drop the rock that we're gonna swap out on. I'm gonna fly
you're
back.
going to you should give it to him is what I'm
I
saying.
know, but he's on the other side.
No, I'm not casting anybody right now.
But you're going to, on the other side of on the other side. You're going to put it here, right? You're gonna put him over here.
That's the idea.
So I need to
But,
fly over there and give him the stone that I have, so that he can swap it. And then I'm gonna fly back, and then he's going to swap out the stones, and then I'm gonna
I'm
fly
gonna have
back
to give
once
you
the ghost-
explicit directions because you can't see him.
I don't need to. I'm not gonna be interacting with him. All I'm gonna do is fly over, drop the stone, fly back. You can summon it. He'll pick up the stone, swap them out, then drop the new stone, and I'll fly back and pick up that stone and come back.
All right, that sounds like it could work.
Does everybody follow this?
Anybody have a flow chart?
No, but I don't need to.
Yeah.
So, like, in order
So
for
it
you
sounds
to
like Squawk.
proceed,
You're planning to go fly over. You're going to drop the rock that you picked,
Right. I'm gonna right.
and you're going to fly back to where you are now. And then Zigmundo's going to cast Unseen Servant. Command this Unseen Servant to swap the cube for the rock.
And then move the 15 feet back over here.
Why?
So-
Can
Well,
he
we're
fly?
gonna pick it up first and then see what happens,
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Right.
and then we're gonna move the 15 feet.
But why are you gonna move? You don't need to move 15 feet
Why not?
because because once it's picked up, and as long as the trap doesn't trigger, then I can fly back and pick up the
What
new.
what
pick up
if
the
the
cube.
trap is triggered once the cube leaves the area?
Then Mr. Meeseeks
then your
will-
unseen servant's gonna die.
That's okay, but that's his point. I don't
Right.
want Nick to try to take the cube out, and then all
okay,
of a
so you
sudden,
think that theoretically he's just gonna fall down on the spike, and then I can just fly down on a spike and pick up his corpse and fly out.
well, we don't know what would happen, but I don't want you in the way if something terrible were to occur.
Yeah. Once you do your job, get out of there.
Right. So I'm going to instruct everybody who is currently in the blast zone who is not dropping a stone over on this side to get out of the temple.
Okay.
All right, Squawk gonna
All
squawk.
right.
Squawk's time. gonna stretch my talons. All right.
This down here. This is our time.
All right. So I've cast Unseen Servant.
Okay.
It's their time up
So
there.
real quick, just for viewing purposes here, when we rewatch this, Troy, can I move my character so I can see what's going on in there? But he's really back here.
No.
Okay. No, but like I mean,
Do you not see my stuff?
oh, you don't want me to see it?
No,
I got you.
no, we've got the
I got
fog of
you.
war thing on.
Yeah,
It's pretty.
Fair enough. Okay.
There is a way
Troy.
there is a way you can go in there and see.
Yeah, no,
you
I
can just walk your ass in there if you want to.
Am I
hard
the only one?
hard
Am I
pass.
the only one that can see in this room now?
No,
Yeah.
I can see in the room.
And Zig. And me to some extent.
Ricto's just hiding so far away from the door. See?
I mean, what am I doing? I'm not doing
I'm
anything.
gonna fly across.
You're cowering. is
Yeah.
what
A stone.
Okay, so you
I'm
fly
useless.
across and you drop the rock, right?
I drop a stone.
Can I punch
Yeah,
it?
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I don't want to drop a stone. Can you summon it, and then I'll just.
I've already summoned it. He's hanging out right here.
All right.
Can I just fly over and before it
You
hits
see, like
the
a little
ground?
bit of
Come on, guys.
shimmer. There's like a little bit of shimmer in
It's
the air.
not that complicated.
Well,
Come on.
Well, no, I'm just thinking like I don't want to put it down on the ground if I don't have to. Like if you can just take it from my talon and I can fly out, then I'll just do that.
All right, my unseen servant takes your stone.
Yeah, take my
Okay.
stones.
In that way, exactly as you.
Why
said.
you gotta make it weird, man? Just
And I'm gonna kind of hide behind, but I'm gonna peek my head out.
Turna's there. You guys not see Turna?
No, I don't see Turner.
also
No, I
Turner
do.
was there.
Oh
He's
no, I
right
do.
there. All right. So Troy, this is what goes
Yes.
down. My unseen
Can I stand
servant,
here?
he gets ready like
Yeah.
he's gonna flip a hot pizza, and he gets a one in one hand and the other in the other, and he gets real close. You like, and then right at the moment he swaps him.
Yes, fine.
Okay.
Okay, so that's where we are right now.
I'll be
We're holding our
boppity.
breath, see if anything happens.
Okay. Go ahead and make a. Hold on. Let me look at that. We're gonna do this.
That's not true.
Wouldn't it be cool if that was the metric?
So we're gonna do a sleight of hand check here, but
Okay.
sleight of hand
But-
is from the unseen
so-
servant.
It's on me though, which is interesting.
Well. So here's what I want you to determine.
I should have done
is,
this.
Should we have so the unseen servant doesn't have stats, right? So what I'll give you is a straight d20 roll. If you want to make an argument that you should be able to use your sleight of hand check because you're kind of controlling it, I'm open to that argument.
What does that mean? He's gonna be like, yeah. And is it yes or no?
Well, okay, so my sleight of hand has a +2 because it's my dexterity.
Right.
So I
It's low.
I would if it was 0 or negative, I would say let's roll a d20, but my dexterity is +2,
No,
so I'm going to use my stats.
the argument is you could explain to the unseen servant how to do this in a way that you would do it, and therefore he would. Sorry,
Can I roll to make a
I'm
better
not there. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So here's what I'm
to get
thinking
his
is
bonus?
because and here's why I'm kind of letting you kind of make this argument to me because I'm going to make this binding for future uses of unseen servant.
Ooh.
Is if you want to use sleight of hand, then I'm thinking this is like Jaeger piloting from Pacific Rim kind of thing, where you're gonna have to like do the action yourself, and then he's kind of doing it remotely.
Are we talking about like the famous Chuck Yeager, or are we talking about like Pacific Rim Yeager,
Pacific Rim.
which is
Specifically
named
said.
after the Chuck Yeager? So really, I've caught you in a loop.
Chuck
Um,
Yeager was amazing.
So here's how I thought about it, which is basically what Meryl was saying, which is if I'm conducting it like a puppeteer, then I could give it the exact same way that I would do it. So I'm gonna say that we're gonna take That's right, exactly.
That was a really good joke. Sorry.
Okay, so I'm gonna take my own stats because I'm gonna treat this as a puppeteering thing.
Okay, so like yeah, cinematically you're gonna be like acting it out, and then behind the
Right.
scenes
So-
you can see the unseen servant like mimicking your movements.
Right, and that's my let's call it that's my interpretation of how this was, right?
Yep. And so just for the record, this is how we're gonna play it out in future uses of unseen servant as well.
All right, all right. So I'm gonna roll my sleight of hand with my stats.
Correct.
All right, getting ready and go.
Oh.
My god!
Inspiration die.
Oh, inspiration.
No. Let it play out. It's just a ghost servant. Who cares what happens to it? Don't waste it. That might save one of us later, not some specter.
Right. All right. Well, that's hilarious. That I literally.
Well, I guess we'll see what happens.
The room went dark, guys.
All right, here I go. 1.
You're welcome. You're welcome, some D&D group in Colorado.
How many ones have we rolled tonight? Good God.
So many. We're so bad.
So you see Zygmundo, your unseen servant, starting to swap the thing out, and then as he does that, the doors in front of you slam closed.
Uh-oh.
See some dust kind of filter out.
That's not great.
Who's in there?
Him.
Just the unseen servant.
Oh.
Yeah,
Do you know
that's
how
why
freaked
we
out
all
Squawk
back the
would be
F
if he was
up.
locked in a room right now?
God,
so,
this would be hilarious. Nick rolls like a 2, and then he's in there, and we're like, well, okay.
So a few seconds later, you feel the spell dissipate.
I turn to the group. I don't think it went very well.
Here we go. Like a jingle.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I see that going.
Well, better get over there then, Squawk. Let's try it again with something a little more functional.
Maybe you should have handed him the rock.
Did not talent him.
still, I mean, if we want in, we need
that cube.
Something.
All right. I knock on the door again and wait 20 seconds.
Oh, we need a sleight of hand roll. It's not a 1.
Okay. I still have the key, right? The key didn't break and it's still in the lock. Okay. Can I turn the key again?
Yeah, you go to turn the key, but you find that it's already still unlocked.
All right. Once again, I want to try to.
Actually, sorry. You find, yeah, that's right. You find that the key is in the position of being unlocked.
Oh no.
Can I push on the door?
You start to
All right, I push on the
it
door
doesn't-
in an attempt to open it cautiously.
and it does not move.
Okay. Can I turn the key?
Yeah,
Can I
you
turn the
can
key in either direction?
Yeah, you can turn it back in the locking direction. You can hear a mechanism go chunk as it appears to relock.
Oh no. Okay. Can I unlock it again?
Yep, you turn it, and it goes chunk as it appears to unlock.
Okay. And once again, I would like to try to make a stealth check to, because this mattered so much last time, but cautiously open the door.
Okay. And so you try to push against the door again, and it just doesn't seem to want to budge.
Okay. Can I try pushing the other door?
Yeah, you try against the other door, and it doesn't seem to budge either. As you kind of give up on that and start to look around exasperated, you hear another set of mechanisms engage.
Coming from the temple or coming from not inside the temple?
Coming from the door's general vicinity.
The sound that the door is generally making, because that's.
It sounds a lot like
Does it sound like get the fuck out?
No, it sounds similar to when the locks were disengaging, when the one lock disengaged before. But you heard multiple kind of versions of that, and they're slightly different.
It's the frogs resetting.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that the looking back out at the water, like, do I see more bubbling like out in the water now?
No.
I thought maybe it was like a frog came in.
No, the sound was coming from the kind of the pieces of stone surrounding the.
Whatever you use
Like,
to.
this isn't coming from deeper inside the shrine. This is coming
Yeah.
from the door mechanism.
Whatever we use. Oh.
Oh, actually, so why don't we do this then? Why don't I? Can I cast knock on? I cast knock on it on the door.
Go for it. Hmm.
I don't think it's locked. I think it's blocked.
Oh, we'll see. He just cast it.
Yep. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no. Your brain explodes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, above average.
Oh. No.
Okay, so as you cast knock on the door, you this image fills your head, and it's this large glyph, this rune like pattern. You can that rune kind of gives you a little bit of insight into the door mechanism itself. It looks like the door is unlocked, but that glyph just kind of etches and burrows deeper and deeper into your brain, and you find yourself just terrified. You are affected by the fear. Let me go ahead and post.
Is this it?
You were ready with that one, huh?
Yes. Yes. That is it. So
Funny.
yeah, you turn around, you start fucking hoofing it.
All right.
Where the fuck's he going?
Or winging it.
I have to go away.
Unless you have a way of stopping it. I mean,
I'm not gonna waste a counter spell on it. I mean, I failed my saving throw, so I don't think that there's anything that I can do to change that. And even from an RP standpoint, I can't think of anything that I would do. So, okay, so I'm just gonna like freak the fuck out and just like fly away.
okay, and so like you move 100 feet in the first 6 seconds. So I'll let you know when you can come back. But you are out of there. You are gone.
Totally done.
I mean, yeah. 12 seconds later, he's basically out of sight.
Okay, so
all you guys see is you see him kind of gesticulating towards the door, casting a spell, and he just turns around, takes off, and flies away.
So Jason would wonder where the hell he's going.
I feel like that could have gone better.
And then sort of like push on the door, like try to shoulder it open.
Where is Jason?
Right, just outside. Just out the wall there.
Where? I can't see from my range.
Would you like me to bring him?
Yeah, he's right he's on the door.
Yeah. That was on my screen. He wasn't originally. I moved him there.
Hey, George, so I can see what's going on. Can I move my character back?
No.
No, you're still flying away.
Look at the fear spell and then ask a second time.
I just want to see what's going on.
Oh my god, he's gonna be back at like Camp Vengeance by the time that thing's over.
So there's another one down. We're down one right now.
What's awesome is I'm gonna make the trip in like a week, where it goes like 6 months.
So it only affects you for 1 minute. You'll be back pretty.
Jeez.
All right, so Jason, you push against the door and it slides open.
Oh, okay.
Should have just done that.
So I'd like to ask, I guess, Recto to hold a rope for me while I walk on down to the spikes.
This always works out well for you.
What's
it's gonna go great. I feel like this is gonna be fine.
What's the plan here, Jason?
Please.
I'm just gonna walk down on the floor over here and go pick that thing up. We need it, right?
But we need to give back what we take.
Well, there's a rock over there.
And so
put it on.
when you look across, you see that the stone cube seems to be right where you last saw it. and there is a rock sitting on the floor next to the pedestal.
Yeah. Put that on there.
That
take
it's
the
and it's the
cube
same
off.
rock that the unseen servant was holding.
I think that ghost might have botched it. Give it a shot.
Zig, you mentioned you had 2 possible spells that could help with this.
Yes, we also got to find the familiar.
What kind of familiar are you gonna get that can pick up a giant rock?
I
Not
was
giant, it's
thinking a
3 inches
lizard
by
or an
3 inches.
octopus.
Like a monkey?
A lizard or an octopus is basically where I'm thinking. Maybe a small mushroom that's autonomous.
We sure do make a lot of use of octopi for being land-based. But
I also have a tiny dinosaur with a saddle on his back.
But sure, I'm not thrilled about the idea of being exploded, so sure. Go ahead.
He can stick out his tongue and eat it.
It's got a very weirdly long tongue, like about the length of his body.
I summon a Kirby to suck it up from across the room.
What's
Okay.
the Kirby?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do we have
Alright,
any?
okay.
Do we have a way we can grab that stone from here and pull it to us before the door
as I
closes?
mentioned, this lizard thing with the saddle, it's got a very long tongue.
Is it-
Squawk,
is it-
around this time, Squawk, the spell wears off. The spell wears off. You're out over the jungle, but you can start.
I could try to lasso it, I guess.
Thank you. I want
You're gonna lasso a 3-inch by 3-inch cube?
It might take a while.
That's something Jason does.
Might be most of an afternoon to get that shit.
Is he a cowboy?
Okay,
Sure,
So,
he has
like,
lots
we-
of skills.
so if we're gonna go
Wow.
talk back about like what I can do, I can do
Fighting skills.
basically a
Shotgun
handy,
skills.
or I can do the unseen servant again. I've got 3 more of these before I run out.
I mean, do we
Well,
want to
the
try it
last
again
one
and hope for a
was
better
not that
sleight of hand
great.
roll?
I mean, we could absolutely do that. That seemed like it was going to work, except for my shitty dice roll.
Yeah, I mean that's the question, right? Do we think it was the
Well,
dice
I mean-
roll, or do we think it was the method in general was bad?
It
Oh
definitely
no,
set
I
off the
think
trap.
it was a dice roll.
Well,
I
I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know if rolling a 1 is a fair.
Not a good test.
Not a good. test.
I think we should maybe go over there, investigate the
I think I should try doing the sleight of hand.
tableau a little bit better.
But we know we
I
can.
feel like just
I think we can
snagging
get the
is
door back open
probably
again if
setting
it
up.
closes, so we could send Squawk over there to try it.
I'm all
although-
for sending Squawk into potentially dangerous situations.
Although-
So that's
We don't know
Squawk
what
being
happened to
able
the
to-
unseen servant. Let's be fair here. It could have
Well,
been.
He seemed pretty spooked.
It could
to
have been
me.
horrible. Whatever happened to that thing?
He lit out of here pretty quick.
No, the unseen servant I'm talking about.
No, I'm talking about Squawk. He left in a hurry.
Because it dissipates if the unseen servant takes damage. That's when the spell dissipates, based on what I've heard Zigmundo talk about all these times when he was talking about. You know how he loves talking about his unseen servant.
Just because it touched you that one time doesn't mean you're angry.
I don't want to talk about it.
Terrible.
Show us where the unseen servant touched you.
Show us on the
unseen.
I would try the unseen servant. If it were up to my vote, would be, and I'm whatever we want to do. I'd vote for trying the unseen servant again
I'm
before
happy
we
to-
send an actual player in there.
Yeah, I'm for that too.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
Try it again.
Boom.
Okay, so you're all where you want to be.
Can we just
Squawk-
repeat it again, basically, and just have another sleight of hand roll?
Right.
So Squawk, you're back. I don't know where you want to be exactly.
What the hell, man? Don't get shook. We
Where'd
just
you
killed
go?
a froghemoth. What's worse than that? Come on.
Eat some bad fish.
I slapped Squawk to
All right. Okay.
help him recover
So-
himself.
So you cast the unseen servant. You can feel, and Zigmundo, only you can see the kind of ethereal body of the servant take shape next to the pedestal on the other side. What do you tell him to do?
Okay, guy. Now listen closely.
Or what do you actually pantomime him doing? Right? 'Cause
Can I help Sigmundo?
you've got to Jaeger pilot this. I don't know how you would help him Jaeger pilot it.
Bardic inspiration.
I would relax his hands and I would show him like how to. I would give him like how to move his hands quicker. Like I would.
Little shoulder massage.
Hold on.
Words
More.
of encouragement.
Hold on.
The cat is going to be the cube.
Oh, hold it. Just steady. Steady.
That poor
Okay.
cat, man. It doesn't know what's going on at all.
Okay. So,
All right.
All right, I'll be right back. Tell me who died as soon as I.
yeah,
Bathroom.
so Andrew, tell me with words what your kind of
Right. Okay.
what is the unseen
So
servant
what
doing?
we're gonna do is we're gonna like imagine the opening scene in Indiana Jones, and we've got one rock and we've got another rock, and they're on this.
So the unseen servant's going to pick up the rock.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm describing. So
Okay.
as the cube lies in the center, the goal is to take this rock and to simultaneously, as we are sliding one off, slide the other on.
Mhm.
And then once the rock has replaced the cube in entirety, lift up, which presumably at this time it's already off of its stand, and then carry that cube over to us.
Okay. So it's going to pick up the rock from the ground because it's not currently holding the rock.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. It needs to scoop the original rock up from the ground. It needs to situate itself right in front of where the cube is on this pedestal,
Okay.
perform the action I just described, and then hot-foot it on over to us.
Okay. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
Oh, Jesus. Sweet baby Jesus, please be on our side. Oh!
Well, it'll be a valid test at least.
Not bad. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Two extremes.
So you see it scoop the stone off of the ground. You see it kind of slide the other rock on top of it while it lifts the cube, and the door doesn't close.
Okay.
Okay,
Anything
well,
else happen?
the second part of that was the hot-footing it back across over to us.
With the stone.
With
cube.
the stone.
With
With
the
the
cube.
cube. With the cube, not the stone. Don't let Nick's words confuse you.
Okay, pause 1 second, please.
Oh, jeez.
A 30-foot drop down to spikes. How's that going to work?
I can fly back. I can fly over and pick it up.
All right, so as it steps out over the pit, you see the unseen you, Zygmundo, see the unseen servant while it's carrying that cube drop down into the pit, drop onto one of the spikes, dissipate, and the cube clatters to the ground and shoo-kunk.
What was that? What was that sound?
It reset.
Ah!
The door's clocked.
The door
Right.
is closed.
Oh.
I mean, it's just got to be a player that's got to do it.
Well, or you don't die on the way out.
or like honestly, and as you were saying that, he really should have tried to step it around. Like, all right,
Yeah.
I'll
So,
go
so to
get
be
it.
clear, like the unseen servant, I see no indication that it flies.
No. That was very dumb on my part, and thank you for playing that out correctly.
all right. Just try to open the door again.
How do you
Yeah.
try?
Well, the key is
Clicking.
still in the door. The key is still in the lock.
It is. That's right. Mm-hmm.
With door opening skills.
Which way? Which way does the door open?
It opens.
We
to
should
the
have had him
inside.
throw it to us. Damn it.
Yeah, that's actually.
I'll go get it. Should be fine. I can't imagine anything terrible will happen to me.
No, of course not.
We should send someone with. It's down in the pit still? Well, we don't know, I guess.
You don't know.
Let's lasso it.
My guess is we're going to open this door and it's going to be up on the pedestal again.
Well, then time to go get it.
Yeah. Good tip.
Let's walk
Okay, so-
forward bravely.
So as you guys sit there and speak, roughly a minute later, you hear chunk 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 chunk.
What if we just what if we just walk across the spikes bravely?
You should do that.
No, I'm just saying, like,
No, you should absolutely do that. I'm for it.
That's
Get it,
what-
man. You figured this out.
Why do you say that?
it says walk.
Because that's what it told.
That's what it said, right? Walk forward bravely, right?
Oh, well then, yeah, dude.
What if you just
Absolutely.
trust it and you just go?
You should, like Indiana Jones. You know the
Yeah,
the
then do that.
step of faith.
All right, I will do it.
All right.
Or Squawk, honestly, because you have best sleight of hand, you could do it.
Well, let's
But
get the door open
That's,
first.
not, that's slightly
Yeah.
less brave. there,
let's get the
right?
door open first.
Let's let our bravest
Or
person go first.
someone else could.
Well, no, I'm thinking I'm walking across, it's fine, but I don't have the sleight of hand he has to I don't have the skills he has to replace that rock.
Yeah.
So I'd be willing. Oh
All right,
God.
let's get the door open first. Let's get the door open first, and we'll worry about that.
What
Squawk
did
is
what
terrified
did that
of it.
say exactly, and where did we see it?
You saw something that was above the doorway itself, actually, and if you ask Orbex to repeat it, he tells you that it says in Old Umuan, Kubazan urges us to tread without fear and to give back as much as we take.
Okay.
All right.
Squawk, if you want to do it,
I
you
would-
can. Or I'd do it too. Either way, whatever you think.
Squawk looks at that door terrified. This is just like I don't want anything to do with that door. Let's get that door open. I don't want.
Okay.
Look, if no one wants to do this, I'm going to go ahead and do it.
I'll do
Go
it
for it.
because I
I'll
can
do it.
I can protect myself from falling. So
Just jump around the wooden ledges. They're only 4 feet apart. It's not that
that's
far.
not. I don't think that's
That's
how we
not
do this. That's not how we do
It's not
this.
trusting.
Yeah.
Well, then walk on through. Either way, but let's
No,
get
I'll
out.
do it. I just can't. I just don't want to do the. I just don't want to deal with the door. Door terrifies Squawk now. Squawk is now terrified of doors.
I'm worried if I fail the sleight of hand check, what happens to me? That's the concern, right?
Well,
We
we
don't-
don't even know that it's not on the pedestal anymore.
True. So let's open the door. Good point. So can we turn the key and push the door open?
Who? That's not a we action. Who's doing it?
I imagine Recto is going to do it. Because Jason's already done it. I've done it, and I can't do it. I imagine if Jason tries to do it, he can't do it. So
Who's going?
Why
Who's
not?
going across the pit? Me or you, Squawk?
I'll go across the pit.
It should be somebody who can fly. I think.
I'll do it.
Go ahead and snag it. Bring it back here. It's not that hard.
Okay, so then Squawk should
Let's
try to
do
open the
this.
door because that's part of the walking forward bravely. I think he has to do it all.
I've already
All right.
failed. Okay, I push on the door.
It slides. You gotta push a little hard, but it goes and
Why
opens
was
up.
it not pushing? Why did it not push before? Interesting.
You have this, man. Let's not overthink it. This
Yeah.
is a bravery puzzle, not a wisdom puzzle.
Yeah. Is the cube still on the floor?
The cube. When you look, the cube is now sitting on the pedestal, and the rock seems to be. You don't know where it is. You do not see.
Okay, I'm gonna fly over, and I want to take a look around the cube for the
No,
stone.
no.
Okay.
Why not?
Go
Why?
ahead.
Yeah,
and
no. Put the stone on the pedestal for sure.
Make an investigation check.
No,
This was the plan. Let's just do the plan.
Okay. You look around and you don't see that rock.
We get a new rock.
All right, I'm gonna fly back out then. Can I look around? Can I look down? Yeah, as I'm flying back, I want to look in the pit for something that looks like that for the stone that I brought over.
Okay. You don't see that specific stone. You do see debris. As I mentioned, you see a few skeletons and bits and pieces of the gear that they were wearing. Nothing that sticks out to you as amazing, but there's stuff down there.
Okay, I want to leave. Yeah, I want to leave. I want to leave the temple in general, and I want to once again look around outside for another stone that fit those same kind of parameters or dimensions.
Roll another investigation.
I will do that. I do
Okay.
not.
After about 2 minutes, you're able to find another, comparably sized rock.
All right. And once again, I'm going to fly back into there, take a deep breath, collect myself.
Okay.
No, we're good. We're all good. Put the rock on. Get the
Yeah,
stone
I'm
on.
not. Yeah, I'm going forward without fear because I am terrified of this as it is. I'm not
No.
walking.
You can do it.
Okay.
All right,
yeah.
taking a, gonna stretch my talons. Gonna get ready to pull a little shifteroo, swapperoo.
Yep.
That's what we call it in the bard season. In the bard,
Oh yes. I've
The-
heard
the
of
for
it.
old-
your inspiration.
The okey
Ready
doke.
for your inspiration.
Okay. And you're gonna do the Indiana Jones.
I'm gonna do the Indiana Jones. Can I
Bardic
give myself?
handshake.
I want to give myself a pep talk. Can I use my bardic inspiration on myself if I need to?
Your
I
mama's
believe you
little
can.
boy.
Okay.
You're strong enough. You're brave enough.
I'm gonna
Gosh darn it.
give myself a bardic inspiration then,
Okay.
just in case, because I'm going all out on this.
So let me just double check.
No, it doesn't matter. I don't need it.
Wow.
I slighted
Right.
that shit out of that.
Wow.
28.
Okay.
Fuck. Is that the
So you,
highest roll we've ever
Nope.
seen?
Yeah,
you
I think so.
slide the rock on, and as soon as you start to let the rock drop into place, you can see the pedestal, the top of the pedestal has a little bit of give to it, and you see it kind of like go a little bit in, but you lift the cube up just as you do that, and it kind of rises back up and settles there, and you're holding the cube.
Come on back.
Okay. I'm going to secure the cube. I'm going to take a sigh of relief, and I'm going to, very like non-scaredly fly. Yeah, I'm just going to fly back. Yeah, I'm just going to fly back across.
Not scaredly.
Okay. You make it back outside the shrine, and you have a 3-inch by 3-inch by 3-inch cube with a
Congratulations, you now owe a
card.
stone D6.
You are you are now the owner of a cube. Congrats.
Hey guys, what did you do tonight? Found a cube.
All right.
Basically, that's what we've done with an hour and a half.
So I'm gonna pull it up.
pick up a rock.
I'm gonna show it to Orbeck and ask him if he knows what this is.
He takes a look at it, and he looks closely at it, and kind of adjusts his spectacles, and he says, "Oh, it looks, obviously, as I'm sure you all can see as well, that it seems to have some sort of a relationship to Kubazan himself. This appears to be Kubazan inscribed in each of the spaces, but I do not know what the purpose of it is. No.
Can we tell? This God, what was the lich's name? We didn't even mention we ran into him yet, did we? We in our travels came across someone from this city who told us to find the 9. Didn't he say it was cubes? Wasn't it cubes?
What up?
Hey, Anthony.
So as
Whoa.
you guys are talking about this, a small 3-foot green humanoid frog appears, and he seems to be watching you from the outer limits of the shrine.
Smash it. Smash it to pieces.
Wait, see what it wants. See what it wants.
We don't have anybody who can talk to frogs.
Roland can talk to frogs.
Roland's not here.
Can we assume that Roland talks to the frog?
Get away, frog. So, okay, let's try to.
He loves to talk to animals. That's definitely what.
Where is it? How far away?
Yeah, can you ping it?
It seems to be kind of it's almost out of range right now. You as you guys focus in on it, it seems to disappear. It was a ways away.
Like which direction?
To the east, back towards the direction you came from. It was probably 100 feet away, and it
Squawk,
seems to have kind of darted
do you wanna-
behind some foliage.
Do you want to hold those cubes?
There's a new character material.
Oh my god.
Also, Roland's back.
Is Anthony Hurl?
That's wonderful.
God. Do we want to chase the frog? See where he went?
Yes, of
I
course.
don't know if
we'll
we
take the
need
frog.
to chase it, but it doesn't seem like we have any need to be here anymore. we should leave.
We should definitely go after the frog. What are you talking about?
Well,
Yeah, we should go to the
let's
frog.
not be too reckless in our pursuit of the frog, but yeah.
All right, let's carefully
get out of
exit
there.
the area in the direction of
Yeah.
the frog.
It's just regular exit, like a person would leave a location.
Oh, God. Oh, phew, I thought we were gonna roll for initiative die.
Roll for initiative.
Also, you are swallowed again. All right,
Okay.
so where would we like to head next? What's the most temple-looking area?
I say we continue up north from our highway position.
Sure.
Well, there's this over here though.
Do we want to take a bio in a few minutes?
Could do a bio.
You guys don't
You
wear
guys
a colostomy bag.
You shit bucket.
All right, let's do a 5-minute bio. This is a good stopping
Okay.
point.
I can't believe we spent an hour and a half picking up a rock.
Shut up. You know it's worth it.
I mean, we got the rock, so there's that.
Well, we
You know.
definitely need to chase this frog, yo.
We do have it, so
We should put it in the rubber chicken. That's all I'm saying. Dr. Squeaks.
the pieces of the chicken
Look.
that remain is that.
Look, we gotta talk about this because I also have mending, which should be used.
We have been using it, right? Wasn't that the thing? Like,
Well, that's
or
what
Roland
was
was.
doing, but 2 mendings are better than one. Where'd he go? He just disappeared.
Well, he said he wasn't going to be able to be here, so I mean.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's
his
probably-
his icon showed up on the bottom of the screen. I thought
He
he was
did.
here.
Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah.
And a frog
The
guy.
frog's
is
still
now
here.
There with a pause symbol on the upper left. I don't know.
That's weird.
I'm interested, but also confused as to what's going on. But I mean, yeah, we should proceed. We need to find another temple. I'm thinking maybe this thing that looks like a museum over here to the right.
So this
Might be.
this wall right here looks high enough that we'd have to go all the way south. And
Well,
then
that's a roadway, right? Like, cause you see they got the steps.
no, but I think it just like in that other city we were in, it's a raised roadway. Like
Yeah,
It is. So you guys have already walked past it. It is a raised roadway.
but there's steps right up here we could definitely access. The only thing is I'm not totally sure which one of these things is likely to be a temple or a point of interest. This building seems a little bit unusual. We might want to check it out. It's got a wall, you know what I mean? It's got a unique architecture.
Hey, Troy.
who's
Yeah.
who's highlighted this
Was
business
it
right here?
was it random fortuitous that I was like, I'm scared to death of enclosed areas? Can I make a wisdom check to make sure that I can keep my composure to go into this room? Like that I played up my fear going into that and coming out.
No, I mean that's good. You're free to do that. I would say that I'll leave that to you.
I meant
don't
more
necessarily
like
wanna
in terms of walk forward bravely. If that was part of the puzzle, was that a good time to instigate that rule? To be like, okay,
I would-
I might not be able to walk through, but if I RP the fact that I'm scared shitless going in there, did that work out?
I would say that it was thematically appropriate, but it had nothing to do with the mechanics.
Yes,
fine.
Okay.
that was-
I'm gonna
all
step
you,
in.
bro.
Nick, you did a fantastic job. Thank you very much.
Why did I do anything for you?
it's not for
I mean,
you.
I did it for the party.
Now, I think we definitely need 9 cubes for something. right?
96.
Yes, I get that. That's good. Yeah. Well, I mean, but the problem is we don't know where temples are. Like we kind of got lucky with this first one, and I feel like they were maybe easing us into it. I feel like before we really get to Omu, though, we need like 9 cubes, and I.
Did we
have no
handle
idea.
that? And did we handle that the way you thought we would handle that, Troy?
Not exactly, but I mean, sort of. I figured that you'd be the one to fly across and get it.
Okay.
I didn't see the unseen servant thing happening.
Shit.
Meryl, stop spilling your beer.
Did you anticipate it was going to take forever for us to pick up our? 'Cause-
I did not anticipate that it would take quite as long. as it did.
I need a few minutes.
What?
You
Spill.
spilled something.
All right, let's go on without him.
Yeah, we can walk down the street without his.
Watching
let's
the
walk down
video
the
feed
street,
panic is hilarious.
Okay.
You'll get-
So,
yeah.
So can you guys kind of let me know where you're going?
Well, hey, I wanna go after this froggy thing.
I agree. I want to go after the frog guy.
All right. Well,
Okay, well, you didn't see where he went, but
He went to the east.
it looked like he was following you. Like
Following,
maybe.
but wait,
Like,
I thought you said he was out in front of us and he disappeared.
no, he was
Oh, no,
back.
he was-
He was
Okay.
he was back kind of a ways from you. It looked like he was like not necessarily following you yet, but spying on you maybe.
Okay.
Not very well if we can see him.
Yeah.
I don't want the guys. Okay.
yeah, I'd just let him know. We see you.
No, it's fine. Let's keep moving. Let's move northeast. Let's like move up to like this tree line. I mean, I know that's not right, but like, do we want to move up around here?
No, that's perfectly good. Let's head out there
Okay.
and head up to the raised walkway and look to see what looks most temple-like
Maybe we
in
should
the
circle
area.
around there and then circle around here as well.
Don't do
Oh,
it.
wait. Nick, can we go like in two flanks, dead north of where you are, right there?
Waiting for the dong to be drawn there. It's just-
We can make 2 smaller circles on the inside, and then we move.
So as
and then a
you
long
guys-
pathway up.
you kind of approach this this raised highway of sorts that you've traveled, you've been next to before, and there are a large set of steps leading up from the floor of the city, which is covered in foliage and grass, up about 15 to 20 feet onto the highway.
Okay. I mean, do we want to follow the pathway north, or do we want to cross it?
I would actually
Let's
like
cross
to
it.
cast my gaze out this way and take a look at what's going on.
How
On
many
this
gays do you
side.
have
Just
that you can
can't-
cast them?
so many.
So Jason, you can't actually see it. You guys got to see in multiple times from both sides of kind of the cliffs of Omu. You were able to see the city, so you have a rough, you know this general layout. Maybe you guys drew it in very rough form. You don't have this map, right? So you definitely don't have like live satellite imagery. So from where you are right now,
Live satellite.
you cannot see that building. You know roughly where it is.
I would like to head out that way. I think just it looks different than the other buildings. We don't have a lot of clues. It seems as good as the next. Go down the stairs over here, head into the alleyway
I'm okay with
over
like kind of
here,
zigzagging our way through it.
and then go south to the back end of this building. I would like to look at it.
Okay.
If there's no
Um,
objections, can I assume everybody?
No, it's fine. And we can
No
just like, be
objection.
exploring we can just be exploring just the town
Yeah.
itself, looking at the graffiti and listening to
Journey.
Don't stop believing,
So-
guys.
So are you exploring any of these buildings to the north of that thing, or
I
are
would
you
like to.
just-
I mean, passing glance at least, like see if there's anything that leaps out about them for sure, other
Like
than
frogs.
just being ruins. Yeah, or frogs. So many frogs.
You pass a small building on your left that looks like it was maybe a shop once upon a time. It has these large openings, look like they housed glass windows a long time ago. Nothing there now. Kind of ruined stone shelves, most of which have collapsed inside. It seems to have been picked through over the ages, but it looks like there might be more stuff in there. You're not sure.
I'll explore it. I'll explore the shop, the broken down shop.
Okay. You walk inside and you find about 3 rows of shelves. So it's a relatively small shop. You see, some of the shelves have just kind of collapsed in on themselves and are empty with kind of some. You see some wood stuff, kind of that you have no idea what it is anymore, but kind of rotted, ruined wood sitting on the floor. You do find one shelf that's been kind of toppled over, so it's essentially upside down now.
If I smash a pot, do I find a ruby?
You do find a few different pots that are all already smashed and ruined. So
Okay.
it looks like somebody had that idea already.
Rubies are going.
The upside down shelf.
There's like
though-
little elves already been in here smashing pots.
Oh no.
So the upside down shelf though has a back. So it's the openings to the shelf seem to be underneath of the shelf.
I can investigate that? Does it look?
Yeah, you'd probably have to kind of you would probably have to like lift the shelf up, and it's pretty big and heavy to see what was once inside of it or now potentially underneath of it.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, go ahead and make an athletics check. You try to pull. You can't. It kind of jostles a little bit. You see some dust kind of fall off the edges, but you're not able to move it anywhere significant.
Okay. Can I do investigation check to kind of search this? I mean, I'm looking for like a trap door, I guess, like maybe like a secret panel. Or is that kind of what I was just doing with the athletics check?
On the shelf?
On the wall in general, maybe just in the room itself, like just spend a couple
that'd
minutes.
be more of a perception check if you're looking for seeing if there are any false doors, for example.
Okay, yes, I'll do that then. But I have a 19.
You look around and it appears to be a normal shop. You don't see any kind of false doors.
Well, all right, I can't do anything else then. If I've already filled everything looks normal to me, then is there like this looked to be like a pottery shop?
It doesn't look like it was a pottery shop. It looks like you're not sure what it once was, but there was pottery within the shop. Not a ton, but maybe it was maybe these pots.
Is there a storeroom or is it just like a one big room? Like I don't understand how these rooms look. Like I'm trying to understand what this.
Yeah, it looks like it was basically one big room. There is a back door that leads into an alley, which is now just the doorway is just completely open. But the shop appears to be some sort of more of a showroom. Like imagine like a convenience store with a bunch of shelves.
Best Buy?
In it. So
imagine it's Best Buy, but you really go to Amazon to get everything.
Ah.
So this is pretty small, right? So this is probably the size of like a 7-Eleven or something.
Okay. I mean, if I've exhausted everything that I can think of to do it, then I'm going to leave and keep going to the next room then.
Okay, you want to go into the next building?
Not the next building. I mean, I want to keep investigating, checking the houses, passively checking it, and if there's anything of interest, go into it. But we're still going towards this.
Yeah, I mean, let's not exhaust like
yeah.
this. I mean, it's like I feel like the chances of one of these being awesome is slight, right?
Yeah. So the next building that you pass, you look inside and you see that it is thick vines and plants, and you see some flowers, but it is completely overgrown.
Okay. We keep walking south then.
Okay.
I plug a flower.
You'd have to go inside the building to pluck the flower.
Oh, then I'm not gonna go inside the building.
Okay. You
if
approach.
You're going to Omu. Wear some flowers in your hair.
You approach a tall stone wall. Parts of it have crumbled a bit, but even the crumbled parts are still quite. There's no opening on this side of the wall.
I'm sorry, so there's no opening
into the courtyard.
Not from where you are right now.
How high is the wall?
The wall's about 15 feet tall. You do see like down to your left. There does appear to be an opening, and there's some sort of wooden cart.
A wooden cart.
Okay. Can I peek my head up over the wall?
Yeah. So you fly.
Yep.
You see a round circular building with a bit of a courtyard opening at the center. It's appears to be roughly 2 stories tall.
Okay. And
long kind of rectangular opening in the top of the roof that it's not collapsed. It appears to be built into the structure.
Okay. I want to ask our scribe here as we're going if he knows what this area. Where are we? We are in Omu. What this area was?
He tells you no. As I've mentioned, I was only here for a couple of days. I mostly focus on the Omuan language. I don't know all of what these buildings once were. That's part of my studies.
Okay, so it's the language, and then I said that there's an opening where along the wall of this place?
To your guys' area, you can see it. It's roughly over here, closer to the northeastern corner.
Okay, then
of
I
this.
mean, yeah, then I'm really close to it. Then we're really close to it-ish.
I mean, pretty close. Like,
Okay, I'm gonna once
50
again try
plus
to.
feet, but
I'm gonna once again try to like perch up on the ledge of the wall and just kind of look at do a scouting of the area to see if there's any danger in the immediate as people are entering in through the door, through the entryway. But that's all. That's what I'm gonna do, and I'm not going to go exploring looking for survivors of stuff. I am just gonna stay here now watching.
So as you get up onto that that wall, some movement out of the corner of your eye strikes, and you see that frog being again. It appears to be looking at you from the roof of the building. You just
The one that we were just in
the one you didn't go in, which was the one that had all
with all the vines on it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna look at it, just sort of like wave, like look at him and just wave.
Serpent men.
Shall we head around and
Whoa.
just go inside this courtyard here?
Okay. The frogman seems to have noticed you waving. So the frogman sees a big bird with I think red feathers. Am I right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. Perched on top of the ruined stone wall, uses his talons to wave at the frogman.
The frogman blinks through multiple eyelids.
Hey guys, we have some company.
Two eyelids. Good to see you, Ann.
Hello.
Glad you could make it.
Hello.
So
Are you here to help fight the serpent men?
Yes. Who are you?
I don't think you'd be able to pronounce my name.
No, you can't
Your
pronounce
tongues
mine.
your tongues are simply not long enough.
Why don't you try it? Because I think I got one for you.
You may call me Hurl. It is the only thing humans have been able to pronounce in past times.
That sounds hilarious. I would
Is your
love.
name Herlina? Is your name Herlina? Is that what you think we can't pronounce?
Now,
The frog cocks his head to the side.
If you don't mean us any harm, we'd love to have you. We were about to head into this this building over here.
I don't think
We
you
are-
know
wait,
exactly
why are
what
you-
you're up against.
Do you know what we're up against? Any hints would be much appreciated.
I live in this city, so yes, I'm familiar with the terrors that exist all around.
It's a bad neighborhood, frog guy. That's rough choice for you. We already dispatched some of the Wanti back at the entrance there. They seemed ill-disposed to basically everyone.
So you have seen the serpents.
I hope to see more of them shortly.
I'm a scout for my Grung clan that lives in the northeast of this city. There are more. There are way more.
More of you or more snake men?
More serpents. They do their
Which-
best to keep our numbers low, but there are more serpents. I'm a scout for the Grung.
The serpents were saying that there was a shift in power and that were evil, and that the serpents were battling each other for their supremacy.
I have yet to
Hello?
meet a rational serpent.
Hello.
I'm back.
Hello.
So
We
you
have-
don't,
we have
you don't
just
believe
met
that you
Tom.
don't believe that you were told that we were
The
told.
frogman.
For years, the serpents have been killing us. For years, we've been struggling against them and the other monsters in this city.
So
For now, I will accompany you, if for nothing else, to help thin out the snake men.
sort of
Okay,
slap
are we
him
on the
on
right
the
track?
shoulder. Yep. Say, Welcome aboard. Great to have you. Can't
I
wait
had
to
to
kill
go through
Snake
so
Pen
much
with you.
more shit.
Yeah, but you were bad at it, so. Let's go around the shrine. Let's bring our new friend with us. I'll carry him on my shoulders if we need to. Let's let's get there, man. I'm excited.
Hurl would rather not. He can walk.
No, that's fine. I didn't mean that in a very serious way, so that's fine.
What if he said yes? You wouldn't have said no.
No, it's super cute to have a frog guy. That's so wonderful. I'm very
Tell
excited
me, have you
about
seen
it.
any other grung in your journey thus far?
Not yet. You're the first.
That means they were doing a good job.
Yeah, they must have been extraordinarily stealthy.
Hurl looks upset by this.
Squad keeps on walking forward. Squad keeps on flying forward.
And you see-
Jason
you
is
guys see-
oblivious to his despair.
You can see Hurl kind of jump off of the rooftop, and he's able to easily just chunk right down to the ground,
I close my heart to his desperation.
walking with the rest of them.
Alright.
He makes kind of like a
Alright.
sticky squish sound when he makes these.
So, question:
movements.
when he walks, does he kind of like do like the
Of course he does.
walk, or does he like hop along? Like, what does he do? Like, how does?
You played
more-
Battletoads, right?
It's more like the first one, Nick.
This is definitely.
Yeah, it's like that.
Look at his picture. He's a Battletoad.
He is a battle toad. All right. Okay. So, what can you tell us about the city that you live in? And
My clan and I live on rooftops in the northeast of the city. We surround the Nang Nang Temple, and regularly we get raided by these serpent men. They come at night, they come at day. They've been thinning out our numbers for years.
Do you happen to know where the temples are? We're actually looking for all of them.
Oh,
You would know where one of them are.
Well, we've been to one. We
Well-
need probably 8 more.
So Hurl, if you want to tell them where yours is, I can mark.
Well, he would know where the Froghemoth one is, I would assume.
Well,
Maybe
we know
that's
where the
racist.
Froghemoth
That
one is. That's
racist.
not.
Do you know where the whitest one, where the monkish one is?
That's not helpful
Not
to us. in
a
any
race
case,
at all.
having already been there.
Not what race is.
I think it
That's not-
absolutely is.
It's not how that works.
No, that's,
But
You think
any,
he's a frog? He knows where the froghemoth is.
any knowledge of any
Yes.
temples would be useful. Does he have knowledge of any?
yes. But I am reluctant to tell you where my home is, given the constant raiding. So prove some trust to me. Help me defeat some serpent men, and I will tell you where my home is in hopes for greater defense.
Sure. I
Also-
would love to kill some serpent men.
that's kind of what this
Also-
guy's all about.
That's my whole deal.
One of our own has gone missing recently while on patrol. He's an important grung. He's one of our chieftain's sons. Help me find him or his body, and I'll ensure that the grung can reward you to the best we can.
You think he's in here?
We don't know where he is. We know he's inside the city.
Well, one building's as good as the next, then.
He's not a froghemoth, is he?
The Froghemoth. That's a deal breaker.
If he's a froghemoth, I know where he is.
That's a deal breaker, ladies.
All right, let's keep going. Let's keep exploring
Yeah.
this area then.
Right. Out to the front. Yeah.
Okay, so
of
you've got
this-
basically two choices from where you are right now. There's
Okay.
a crack in the wall. You can see the wagon. That's to your left in the northeastern corner of the building. Then there's the main entrance, which you've previously seen from the cliffs, which you know to be on the southern end of the building.
Going into the direction we're going. Just come in from here.
You want to go through the crack then?
You can straight into the wall, so you either go to your right to go around to the southern side of the building, or go to your left to go through the crack in the northeast.
How big is the crack?
Pretty large. It looks like a ruined part of the wall.
But we can easily fit through. Like we're not squeezing through it.
Yeah,
All right. Might as well
Let's
then.
go through the crack, and as long as I'm scouting out the area to make sure that where I'm on Overwatch, if you will, to like make sure that nothing's to call out any kind of signs of danger that come through.
Okay.
And what time of day is it?
Oh, it's still pretty early in the
Got it.
morning.
Oh, okay,
it's,
cool. That's fine. That's fine. I didn't know if I need to cast dancing lights to help provide light, but we're good.
It's probably
crack
8 or
seems
9
full.
a.m.
The crack seems most expedient. So.
All right, let's go.
Okay. Okay, so as you kind of pass through that that you're all able to see this large 2-story tall round stone building. You can't really see any details of the building from this side. It appears to be pretty much a flat curved surface. You do see the ruined wagon in front of you, where on the other side of the ruined stone building, and it appears to be quite old, not ancient, but looks like it's been here for a few years. One of the wheels has fallen off. It appears to have a lot of kind of
Pets' heads are falling off.
torn up cloth and pieces of scrapped plant matter, chopped up vines and things, kind of all rustled together underneath of the wagon itself.
That's odd, but I don't know if it would stop me from heading where I was heading.
Yeah. It's oddly specific, but okay.
Right. It makes me feel like something bad is gonna happen, but I can't say that I would have stopped and checked out ripped up stuff, So through the crack.
Okay. Let's see.
Can I investigate just to give it a quick investigation just to see?
Of the wagon?
Investigation check on it? Yeah, on the wagon.
Yeah, go for it.
I mean, I don't want to say we didn't do anything with it. Yep, it looks like a wagon.
We didn't do anything with it.
Yeah.
You can say it now.
Actually, it's we more like rock me mama with a wagon wheel.
So you don't see much other than what I've already described, except you do see a little bit of movement in there. And as you peel away some of the ruined scraps of cloth, you see a few small cat cubs. They have they look like they have leopard spots.
Kitties.
It's kind of a bronze color along the top of their body, with a white underbelly and white legs, with these kind of black and gold spots all over their body.
And they're little kittens. They're like little kittens.
Yeah, and they have these little small lumps all along their back.
Do the lumps look natural, like that they belong on them, or that they look? I guess I do a medicine check.
This would be a nature. Yeah, you're not really sure. They don't appear to be hurting them. Like, they're not sores or bulbous or in any unnatural way.
Okay. I want to reach out my talon and open it and try to bring one of the kittens to my head and scratch it in its ears.
Oh my god. Look what you did! Look what you did! You made him bring up the
maybe it's a petting turn order.
It's not a petting turn order, and you know it's
No.
All right, so go ahead and roll initiative.
We're fighting kittens?
Anthony,
These kittens, they're probably poisonous hell kittens.
This is like the rabbit in Monty Python.
Gonna eat
Anthony,
his face.
so actually don't anybody do anything yet. So Zygmunt will collect yours in a second, because what I've got to do here is move you to a map.
Would you call them KOTUSs? Kittens of unusual size?
Look what you did.
KOTUSs.
KOTUSs?
You got us in a fight.
What is the T for?
The kittens of the unusual size.
Can I get a quick TLDR on Hurl?
Everything about he's a frogman who's scouting for his people, and they hate the snakes.
He doesn't like snake men.
Okay.
How's that for a TLDR?
Perfect.
So you guys should be able to see your characters now, right?
Nope.
Yes.
Oh wait, maybe I should scroll.
Yes.
Oh wait.
Scroll a little bit to the right.
That is
so
a
go
big
ahead.
map.
Nope. I'm a frog. That's the frog temple.
No, it's like center north.
Center north. Okay. Yep. I got you.
Okay.
Oh
So
my
Zygmunt,
god.
roll yours, but I'll update you to be a 17.
I love Hurl's picture. That's so cute. Look at that guy.
He's adorable.
God. just want to carry him around.
Like one of those poison toads you see in the
I'll take
museums.
that initiative.
No, you're getting the original one.
I'd rather the good one, please.
All right, and Hurl, you'll get the 20.
Are we all rolling multiples here?
No, I just had the one.
Jizzy, you can go first.
Thank you.
Sorry, I rode multiple accidentally there.
That's okay.
It's been a while.
All right.
Frog people initiate 3 times.
They do.
Well, actually, I've got to get.
They're horny for danger.
Ayo.
Did we lose somebody? Oh no, we gained somebody.
Now,
Yeah,
just out of curiosity, what kind of creature are you, Anthony? Is this like a canonical, real D&D thing? I've never even heard of this.
Yeah, Grung is a race. It's
Okay.
like a deep lore race. Or had found it.
Yeah.
Word.
Andy's
It's
on
a
here
real
too.
thing.
That's cool.
All right.
Just listening, I guess.
Great Labor Day.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, that's a bummer, Andy. All right. So, you guys start to hear this rustling coming from the trees on both sides of you, both to the west and to the southeast.
Okay.
And Hurl, it is your turn. As of right now, you don't see anything else.
Southeast being these, or southeast being like down here?
Like this generally.
I'm gonna ready an action towards the. I guess
should we-
this one of the bush rustling, and I'll lift my spear as if to throw it.
Okay.
Yeah, should we like form up back to back? Like half of us facing one direction, half the other?
I'm gonna go ahead and when my action. Well, you'll see what I'm gonna do, I guess, and you can
Okay.
react.
So, Hurl, do you want to
accordingly.
move, or are you good where you are?
It's the bush that's south of me, right? Or is it the bush that I'm like standing under?
It seems to be coming from basically the other side of the tree that you're standing under.
Yeah,
That
I'll stay
general
there.
area,
I'll
yeah.
stay there and ready the action. I mean, assuming there's some kind of tree cover in front of me.
Yeah, you've got, depending on where something would come from, you've got some cover.
Yeah. There you go.
All right, Jason.
All right. I'd like to first of all move to the over here, in between the trees. Suggest that Orvex move.
Can you
back.
move? Can you move your guy? I'm not sure where.
I did.
Oh, okay. Okay. You're where you want to be. Okay.
Suggest Orvix move back, and ready in action that should any party member be attacked, that I will use the other 15 feet of my movement to try to get over and attack whatever struck them.
Okay. Squawk.
So the little kitten things are still inside the.
They are. They're pretty young. They're kind of like, one's kind of like bopping the other one on the head, and one's kind of like rolling around on its back, showing its belly too.
Oh, I want to give it a quick scratch on the tummy, and then I want to fly up at 15
Now,
feet.
I think you picked one up, didn't you?
No, I never picked one up. I never picked one up. I put my hand out. I put my hand out for it to lick my hand, but I never picked one up. So
Okay,
if that initiated combat, then
nah, just you even being there was
Being
sufficient.
there.
Okay.
So I want to scratch one on the tummy, and then I want to fly up. And then I want to fly up.
Funny
GP, and
thing
I wanna
about
ready
these
a bow.
course you do.
monsters, they have
wanna-
parent monsters.
How far up?
Baby monsters. So I'm going to be 30 feet in the air now.
Okay, 30 feet.
I'm going to fly back to 30. I have 50 feet. So I'm going to be here. And I'm going to ready my bow looking to the southwest. And I'm going to take a ready action to be able to shoot my bow.
Southeast. Southeast?
Sorry. Yeah, southeast. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Zygmundo.
Oh, I'm going to move over to. Is it okay if I move my own token?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm going to move over here
Of course.
and
Make a perception check.
make a percent. Wow.
Right where the enemies are.
Yeah. Okay. Give me 1 second.
Oh.
Okay. You see, kind of stalking behind the tree, a very large, probably 6 foot from the ground to the back to the top of his back, leopard with snake coming out of his back.
What? Oh no. Oh no.
Oh
That's-
Jesus!
Oh no! Those
That's-
kittens aren't nearly as cute as I thought they were gonna be.
Oh, that's so not good that it has so many snakes coming out of it.
Anthony, you're right when we're all gonna die.
Anything with snakes coming out of it is probably less than ideal.
Hey, Roland, are you sure?
Troy, where are we right
you a
now?
giant
Like,
octopus?
am I still allowed to take an action besides?
You are
move?
still allowed to take an action, yes.
All right. Jesus, I had. Everybody okay over there? Which is how. Um. Okay, this is what happens. I become startled, and in my startle, I grab feverishly at my pack as I turn to do something, and in the course of my actions, I grab the wacky wand and unknowingly
Oh, God.
shakes in such a way that it casts a spell.
Yes.
All right.
Good job. Well,
All
well
right.
done, Andrew. Well done.
That sounds awesome.
Okay, so here I go.
I'm on a 93.
93.
I'm really thrilled to see what happens.
I never
Okay.
know if like does higher mean better or not.
I don't
No!
know.
It's completely random. There's
No number means anything.
Hold on. So it's like there's these very small slivers of things. 93 means a burst of colorful shimmering light extends from you in a 30-foot radius. You and each creature in the area must succeed a DC 15 Constitution save, throw, or become blinded for 1 minute. Oh Jesus Christ!
Whoa,
No, that's awesome.
that
What's-
could be great,
Okay.
actually.
But it's
So
15
tell me-
Constitution.
Hold on, I'm
Tell
copying
me-
and pasting the whole thing.
Yeah, and
What's
tell me
the
which
area?
direction the cone is facing.
Oh, it's not a cone. It's a radius.
Oh.
30 foot.
That's all of you. Except for Turna.
Is that me?
Okay.
It sure is, Nick.
No. I mean, define what a radius is, because a radius is a sphere, and I am
No, a
outside
radius
that
is half a sphere, and you know what the fuck a radius is. Come
You
on.
know what a radius is.
Unless it specifies that it's a dome, I'm counting
Okay,
it
so
as
it's a
column.
square radius. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is there any way I can get advantage on this?
You
Is there-
know, I go 30 feet in the air, thinking I'm gonna be safe.
Hey, Hillers, you know why it's probably okay for you?
Because I'm behind the tree?
No.
Because
Is
I'm
you behind the other dude?
Corvax?
No,
He
you've
doesn't know-
got
He doesn't know.
you've
He
got
doesn't know. He doesn't know.
you've got the dark
Oh,
side thing.
blindside.
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 You
Yeah.
got blindside or whatever.
Blindside.
True
I'm
sight.
fine. I see all
Alright,
the time.
So what kind of save was it, by the way? Is it a con save?
Why would you not want him to have that, Nick? This is good for us.
DC
And it's
15.
DC 15.
Why you
DC
hating on me?
15.
Come on, man. Help your brother.
He's the only one who can see.
Oh Jesus Christ! Come on. I
Wow,
rolled
you're
a
definitely
1
blind.
again.
Well, maybe it's blinded too, though. So that's...
No, we made it. It made the save.
Oh, I need to make mine, I
Practice
guess. Huh?
save.
Sorry, I made mine.
Hmm.
Okay,
Welcome to our group.
Blinded. Yep.
We are our own worst enemy.
By the way, there's going to be
Blinded.
2 of these things, guys.
It's no
At
surprise.
least.
It's no surprise to me that we are.
Let me
our own.
let me do Orvex here. Not that it
Orvex
matters
needs
much for him.
needs to-
Which means the
needs
other
to
one
run.
that's coming in from the other side is not going to be blinded.
Orvex can see himself hide.
Yeah, he doesn't need to see to know to run the fuck away.
Oh, and Zigmundo, you got blinded, huh?
Oh yes, of course. Because my rolls were epic.
All right, I love this fucking wand. All right,
It always fucks us, but we still love it.
all right, Zigmundo, are you done with your turn?
Well, it looks like our leopard snake creature saved his blindness, right? Or is he only half blind? Hold on, what the hell does that actually say?
Half blind, like he needs glasses.
Okay, so
Okay.
that cat is not blinded.
That's right.
Oh, good job.
Good.
Well, your
Yeah.
party is, so.
No, but hey,
I'm fine.
I'm not blinded.
Blinded by the light.
so
That's my
I
bardic
mean, the
inspiration.
only thing I can do is like and I don't know. I shield my face, and thus ends my turn.
Okay. All right. For Turna's turn, she kind of she does the same thing as you guys. She readies an action. She's looking to the southeast. Can you guys remind me? Well, actually, really, Recto. Can you remind me what your ready action was? Actually, you haven't even taken your turn.
No,
Okay.
still
All
figuring
right.
out where the hell I am.
Okay. So this Kamadan kind of pokes his head out.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, they're called a Kamadan.
I want to pick Kamadan.
And
This place is horrible.
No, everything in here is the worst.
I need it.
This is like Australia.
Is it blinded?
No,
It's not.
you get, and there's gonna be another one too, by the way.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You get that
I need
one. I'll get
all of
the next
you to make a Constitution saving throw,
All of us?
except for Zigmundo. Jason, you passed.
one. Yay!
Recto, you did not.
No,
You're the worst.
Hey, can you remind me how to do the saving throw on the roll?
Yeah, it's
20?
on your character sheet. It's in the kind of left turn part of it, I believe.
I mean, I can do Constitution here, but it's not this.
Yes.
It's not the,
You just click Constitution. There's like look to the right of the Constitution score, and there's an area that says saving throws. It's under proficiency bonus.
oh, I'm sorry. Got it.
It's actually
worked out the same.
Squawk, you saved. Hurl, you did not. So let's show you. Hold on, let me get Orvex here. Let's see if he saves. He does not.
Oh, Orbex, no!
You guys all, except for Squawk and Jason, fall asleep.
No,
That's
I do
not
not.
right.
I do not fall asleep.
Okay.
Hang on.
Because reasons,
Yes.
presumably.
I think he's immune to that.
Magic can't put you to sleep. Wow, how about that?
Is it magic putting me to sleep?
It is magic.
No, you just got super bored.
Well, I don't know if it's like a poison, a bite, or something. But
All right, but Pearl, you fall asleep. Let's see. Orvex falls asleep.
Oh dear, we're blind and asleep. Great
I
way
think
to
that's it,
start
right?
any fights.
That's
just
it.
you, just you and me, Jason.
Okay, well,
I'm
let's
awake.
here come the punches.
I'm awake.
Yeah, Squawk and
I
Jason,
just
you
can't
guys
see.
are awake. Okay.
I'm like con after waking up from carbonite sleepness.
Wait,
Sickness.
what? Is Jason blinded?
No,
No,
Squawk
I'm
is.
never blinded.
Well, then why do you have the blinded thing on?
Well, it's technically my eyes can't see. It's just my senses of.
So,
everything else.
Sigmundo, you got a.
You have to keep in mind I am now Daredevil.
So
So
the Kamadan runs off into the foliage to the west. Zigmundo, you do have an attack of opportunity if you'd like to use it.
Jeez, man, that's actually really convenient.
No, I'm good. I don't want to attack it. I want to pet it.
Hey,
Who's a
we're
good
not all like
kitty?
you, Nick. Oh, the pretty kitties. Let's interact with them. And oh shit.
Squawk has
Um,
who knew Squawk has a soft spot for kitties?
Who knew?
I didn't notice until just now.
Oh, thank
I'm-
goodness
Alright.
you did.
5 seconds to decide.
No,
Yep,
no,
yep.
I'm gonna hit it with frost.
Can you do that? Can you use this as an attack of opportunity?
It's a cantrip, so I thought cantrips could be used as an attack of opportunities.
I'm asking you.
Just
gotta
say
make-
He's
yes,
asking
man.
you though.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Someone asks you if you're a god.
Okay. Well, regardless, it doesn't hit.
Fine.
Yeah, I mean, what are we talking about?
You're dumb anyway.
He rolled a 12.
All right.
Sounds like
Okay.
Castlevania music.
So another Kamadan rushes forward from beyond the eastern wall. Let's see. Turna is going to get a couple shots off.
Oh yeah, she's alive still. Good for her.
Guess who gets attacked first?
For still being alive. You poor red
Yeah,
shirt.
well, her healing arrows would have been nice.
Hit me with that healing arrow.
I have a healing arrow for you. Why am I just now learning that you have?
All right, so she takes a longbow shot at the Kamadan
Oops,
and does not hit.
that's a miss.
All right.
Hey, Troy, as an update, no, I was not allowed to use cantrip as an attack of opportunity.
Okay, good to know moving forward. I think it's melee attacks only, right?
Melee attacks, unless if I have Caster of War, which
Yeah,
is
got it.
a higher level.
Warcaster. Yep. Okay.
Oh, it
So
sounds like-
Turna, Jason, Squawk, and Recto. Well, Recto, I guess doesn't matter for you. So basically, Jason and Squawk, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
What? So much problems. No money, no problems. That's not great.
So Squawk saves.
Fuck this shit.
What happens to me? Do I go to sleep?
Oh, you do. Yes.
Super.
And the folks that are asleep are asleep for 10 minutes or until
Someone wakes us up.
until somebody wakes you up or you take. Yep. All right, and he's going to head back that direction. Recto, your turn.
Okay. Seem to be using guerrilla warfare, gentlemen.
I don't hear you because I'm asleep.
Fair enough.
No one hears your obvious inference.
Am I the only one that's awake right now?
Yes.
Squawk is.
You and Squawk.
But
I'm
Squawk
awake but
can't
blinded.
see
and,
me.
and Zigmundo too.
I'm awake but blinded.
I think things are dire here.
Rolled up like a deuce.
You're the
Why?
only one neither blinded nor asleep.
I am going to channel the Lightbringer, realizing that we are in dire straits right now. Where is that thing? Whatever. The channel of the Lightbringer. I don't have it. I don't know where it is. Whatever. I activate the Stone Fist, and I'm gonna hang out.
Thing I had to say.
I'm gonna hang out. Actually, I'm not gonna hang out. I'm gonna run at this fucking thing. I'm gonna run over to here.
Okay. Go for it. You can move yourself.
Hey there, asshole. And then I'm gonna sunbolt them.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry. Sunbolt.
That does not hit.
No, doesn't it? And then another sunbolt. Does that hit?
Doesn't hit.
Okay, well, that was 35 feet. I'm gonna now move back another 10 to right below Turna. Here.
Okay.
But
Is that your turn?
I'm all glowy and shit, so yeah.
Yep.
So that's it.
All right. So Hurl. So thanks for waking up early, Anthony. Sorry to put you to sleep immediately in combat.
That's fine.
So you can make a saving throw here to try and shake the blind. Let's see where that was. Make a yeah, you can make a Constitution saving throw. So it's a DC 15 Constitution saving throw. Still blind, and unfortunately that is it for your turn unless you have something that I'm not thinking.
Nope, that's fine. Keep going.
All right, Jason, same thing. You can make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw to shake the blind.
Does this count as a short rest? Because I'm taking a nap.
No.
Nah.
No. You would. Well,
That's a
maybe
really good
let's see if you can survive 30 minutes of this nap. All right, you're still blind.
Well, it doesn't matter anyway.
Squawk, it's your turn.
All right. This might not be friendly, but I am going to look around and see that most of our group has been put to sleep. I am going to pull out my cowbell, and I am going to cast Thunderclap.
Okay. Interesting. This might be really smart.
Could you not just wake us up?
You have to take damage to be woken up, right?
Yeah. So Jason and Orvex need to make a saving throw. So Jason, go ahead and make a saving throw. Sorry, it's a Constitution saving throw. So you save.
Oh,
Nailed it.
God.
No, that's good. That's good.
No, it's not.
It is.
It still takes some.
Oh.
All right. So
No,
Orvex
no
wakes up-
damage.
takes 5 damage and wakes up.
Can't you just like punch me?
Yeah.
or something?
Can a DM? Can you make a DM call on that? Like, I mean, that's fine if you
I-
can't. Like, that's fine. Like, that's. I mean,
It's
you were.
still noisy.
Can't you change the rules on that?
It's
No,
a
I'm
thun-
not asking, but I'm saying that it's a. Okay, whatever.
It's a
You know what I was
thunder
going for.
round.
I'm not,
I did.
I'm
It
not
was
arguing.
a good move. I like that. That was smart.
It
Just
was-
didn't work out.
So were you hoping? Did you not read the 5-foot thing?
So I was actually thinking about casting a different spell, but it would have been the same effect. You just would have a larger range. But Thunderwave, this actually works better because it's less damage that people potentially have to take. But I was actually thinking that you would take half damage on the save on a successful save. So that either way, you were taking damage. It was just how much damage are you taking is ultimately, but that's fine.
Yeah, and keep in mind it's only within 5 feet.
Right, and that's fine.
Well,
And for
that's
this particular
equal,
one, that's
right?
fine. But I think that's the question:
Yeah.
is that had I done the other one where you're guaranteed damage, I could have
Yeah.
gotten more people, but I think I would have hit everyone in the party with it. But that's fine. No, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay. Well. Yep.
Sorry.
And then I actually want to fly
Oh.
up like another 5 feet in the air. So now I'm at 35 feet.
Okay.
Well, channel
Alright.
Fuck
lightning
these
is 40
30-foot
feet back.
radiuses.
Okay. And
Sorry, I didn't mean to
Just, like,
these guys
do
or
that.
something.
kick somebody or punch him or something.
So,
Yeah.
so,
Throw a rock.
I stumble around going, ah, my eyes, I cannot to see. It hurts. And that's my turn.
You're kind of stumbling around within that 1 5-foot radius.
Yeah, I'm maybe 10 feet to my east.
Okay.
You know
can
what?
move
In fact,
that.
that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move 10 feet to my east there, but that's on happenstance. It's not because it's planned.
Okay. And that's it.
I mean that I'm fucking blind. I can't.
Okay. All right. Turna is asleep. So
We're the worst.
Yes. So let's see.
Let's go pet the
What do you
snake
do?
kittens.
Stumble around and cry. Okay, turn ended.
Oh god damn it!
What about now? More crying, weeping. I bleed a little. What about you? Oh, I'm asleep.
Oh my god, there's so little time until I'm not blind. There's so little time until I'm not blind.
I don't think damage ends your blind, does it?
No, it doesn't. I have 12 seconds, which is 2 more turns until I'm not blind.
Why is it? Is it only?
It's a
only
minute.
3 turns?
It's
No,
a
no,
minute.
no. Yeah, but a minute is 6 turns, man.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it
You-
was individuals. Oh
You've
man,
got like 54
No.
seconds left.
You're gonna be dead before you're not blind.
I have so much time before I'm not blind.
All right. So, speaking of Zigmundo here,
Speaking of Zigmundo dying, here comes a snake panther.
I would like to dedicate this evening to Nick and his love of kittens.
Strong in his love kit. How many of
Alright.
those statistics are one party member?
So, all right. So the Kamadan. Okay. Yeah. Hold on. Let me see here.
I should have used the fucking defense staff. I don't even know what the hell I was.
Yeah, where's your mage armor? Where's your invisibility and fleeing skills?
All right. So the Kamadan rushes back out from behind the wall, runs towards you, pounces in midair, and swats at Zigmundo with its huge claw.
Oh,
Barely missing.
whoosh. Does he
All
even
right.
know?
Can I act this one out?
Does he even
Sure.
know he's been attacked?
I go to grab my eyes and I fall forward with my hands like, I can't see. And
Fog is
and
right
the
over
cat
top.
just flying right over.
All right, so he turns around though, and
shit.
the snakes from his back all jut out, fighting at you. Somehow, lucky
And
son
I
of
go,
a bitch.
oh, less of this over here. I can't hear me.
My God.
All right, the other Kamadan rushes forward, leaps in midair, and swipes its paw at Recto.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
As it does that, I'm going to
Use all
focus
your
my
things.
key and fire a bright light at its eyes to try to blind it, giving it disadvantage on the attack.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not going to be worse, or it's not going to be better. That's
Still
pretty
hits,
good,
but
though. Still.
Only for 9 damage.
I'll take it.
So not 15. So you take 9 damage. As it lands and swats you, go ahead and make a strength saving throw.
Oh, Christ.
What a mess. We haven't even gotten inside this place. This is just outside.
You are knocked prone.
No.
Fucking kittens.
Now the snake's attack.
Wait. Oh, shit. Never mind.
The snakes will attack. They do not hit, but it then opens up its big mouth and comes down to bite you. And that looks like it does hit. 4 damage.
Okay.
That's not very much. That's a love chew.
That's the guy who doesn't have teeth sunk into his fucking shoulder right now.
No, I'm taking a nap.
Yeah.
And hold on. The snakes actually have advantage. I'm sorry, because you're prone.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Great.
Still don't hit though. All right. So that's your turn now, Recto.
Good.
You're prone.
Shouldn't
I
we roll
am-
again for the bite just in case it's a crit?
While prone, I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Let me roll.
Wait, what?
It's not... The Hillers reminded me that I should roll again on the bite just in case it's a crit. Because he had advantage. All right. Okay, so.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. All right, while prone, I got my feet like up at him. I'm gonna just try to kick him like right in the fucking head. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna pull out my dagger. And I'm gonna try to come up like kind of under his jaw and like jab him right in his neck, like right underneath, with the old dagger.
All right, and that hits.
And with that, I'm going to try to turn that into a stunning strike. He needs to make a DC 14 Constitution.
He makes.
Okay. Then I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm just going to kind of stabby.
It hits.
Stunning strike again, using my second key point. Down to 3. Same thing. Christ almighty.
He's got your number. This is the least surprised animal you've ever seen.
No.
Hold a fucking 15 and a 20. In that case, I'm going to use my third key point to take the bonus action, patient defense.
Okay. And that's your turn?
Yeah. At least I did some damage. I mean, there's that.
But you stood up. You did stand up, right?
Yeah, no, yeah. Stand up, yeah.
All right, Hurl. It is your turn, but basically the only thing you can do is make your Constitution saving throw to try and shake the blind. Quite.
So glad you were able to join us.
Welcome to your nap simulator.
Jason, go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw. Aha! You are no longer blind, but you're still.
Well, that's almost the same thing, isn't it? I mean, my eyes are closed.
You're no longer affected by that. All right, and it is Squawk. It is your turn.
I'm gonna cast Designate Whispers on the leopard thing to my west.
Okay.
I just
So
put it.
he makes the Wisdom saving throw. Is that what's happening here? 13. Oh, fails. All right. What happens to him?
Terrible.
3 to 6. So he takes 12 damage, right?
Right. On a self throw, it takes 3 to 6 damage and must immediately use its reaction if available to move as far as speed allows it from you.
Okay.
What does it see?
It sees a giant crocodile that loves to eat, and just giant anaconda that eats leopards. Giant black anaconda that eats leopards.
So it doesn't see anything; it hears something.
Yeah, it's whispers.
Yes, it hears the sound of like
So
a giant anaconda steak.
Do I get my attack of opportunity?
You would, yes.
Yeah, nailed it. Good thought.
Oh
Very
no,
good.
actually no, it's forced movement, right? Well,
No, because
no.
it's moving.
No,
Of its,
yeah.
technically of its own free will, right? It's not pushed.
Yeah. Okay,
It's
that's fair.
running
that's fair.
away.
I'll give it to you, Zigmundo.
Okay, fantastic. I'm going to use my. I have a quarterstaff. I guess would be the best one to use.
It does not hit.
That's sad.
Our rules.
Use one of your 8 other quarterstaffs.
All right, Squawk, are you done?
Use the other one next time.
Actually, that's my 1/5 staff. It's not even a quarter.
Yeah, 10 feet 10 feet to the west.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, staff.
I'm
All
still
right,
35 feet in
Zigmundo.
the air, so that's fine. Okay, cool.
It's just a bunch of
Zigmundo,
beers
it's-
held together by duct tape.
Your turn, Zigmundo.
You're gonna play that one day, and you're gonna love it.
I'm gonna love it. Yeah, how can you not?
It's my 1/5 staff.
Zigmundo, it's your turn.
Oh yes, very good. Okay, so I'm blinded apparently for some other length of time that seems.
No, go ahead
outrageous.
and you can make a Constitution saving throw.
I don't think that's what that said. I think
Yeah,
that
it
was a
says
Constitution
says-
saving throw upon the blast, and then I'm blinded for a minute.
I'm pretty sure that you got the chance to try this at the end of each of.
If he's giving you a chance to not be blind, you
Okay.
might just.
Fine, but that takes up my entire turn.
A creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns.
Okay, great. So
Back-
I screwed up and I missed my last one, but in the meanwhile, what I'm going to do is
You missed the last one. Go ahead and make it now because it was supposed to have happened at the end of your last turn.
fair enough. Constitution saving. That's perfect.
You pass out.
All
Oh
right.
my
That was for your
god.
last turn.
That
That was
my
for your
last.
last turn. Okay, so now you've got your normal turn now.
Great, fantastic. I'm going to use my glass defense to do mage armor on myself.
Shocking. Yep, we're all surprised.
No, do
Yeah, I
it.
know.
Do
What
it.
else can he do? He can't see anything.
Yeah, no.
Might as well turtle up.
You can't see.
You know,
You turtle
Troy,
up, man.
We're all surprised.
Yeah. No.
It's
If
not
I could,
helpful.
if I could do that, I would right now.
He sees your shade. He's not impressed. All right,
So-
he doesn't see it because he's super blind.
No, I'm super blind.
Wait,
Anyway,
um,
I've marked off the glass staff charges. I now have mage armor, which brings my temporary AC to 15. I have it marked on my character sheet for future. I can't really do shit, so that's the end of my turn.
hey DM,
Alright.
question for you. When
Also,
they
now
are-
I get to roll Constitution.
Oh yeah, go ahead and roll your Constitution saving throw. Nope.
Yeah.
are they making a verbal component when they're casting their spells?
No.
They just like through their eyes or
You're,
whatever.
you're talking about the Kamadans. It was actually a breath, so they opened up their
Ah, okay.
mouth and like this gas
Nature,
came out.
nature magic.
No, it's not even magic. It's sleep gas. All right, Turna is asleep, so it is the Kamadans' turns. Okay. So we will start off with the one that was far away, because it is going to run back and once again pounce and leap in the air and come back down with a claw at Zigmundo.
Bam!
His continued flailing.
Oh, where's the
serves him-
basket at?
serves him well.
God,
Taunt the
how
dice.
great would this be to
What?
watch right now?
Do not
Like-
taunt
Alright.
the dice.
Like
All right, and
aimlessly
then the,
wandering.
Then the snakes.
I am sick of these motherfucking snakes.
Oh,
These
no.
motherfucking leopards. Oh my god.
Oh,
Is that real?
hold on. Let me reread
no!
this.
Are you sure you set that up
No!
right?
That's so
Can't be.
bad.
That can't be real.
No, that might be
Wait,
insta death, guys.
He's got a save though. He can to avoid the poison damage, right?
How
Yeah,
much health do you have
go ahead and make a
altogether?
go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm gonna give myself inspiration.
Yeah, you have no. You don't need it yet. You don't need it yet. Just roll first and then give yourself inspiration if you need it.
Fine. I'm sorry. What kind of throw? I'm sorry, Troy. I didn't hear you.
Constitution saving throw.
God, this has been such a good roll for me all night.
Everything's going.
Oh,
well.
Jesus Christ!
We're all.
All right,
You have to.
I can inspire myself, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good
Great.
at getting wasted on Squawk's sleight of hand earlier.
You know what? I'm glad I didn't.
That's what I'm saying. I'm glad you didn't. I'm glad you didn't waste it on your unseen servant.
Nope, didn't use it on him either. All right, so what do you want me to do? Just roll it again?
Roll again.
Yeah. Roll again.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, Lord.
Always vote for
So-
MVP, folks. Always vote for MVP.
Always someone every week needs to put this
So
in.
58 divided by 2. You're gonna take half as much damage.
What is that?
58.
What is that even? 20.
29.
9.
Yeah, 29.
29.
All right.
So you're down then.
No,
Uh,
I got 10.
Oh my god.
All right. Okay.
Oh my
Um,
God.
That was a lot of damage.
This is going
Jesus.
so badly.
We need to wake up.
Okay.
We need to wake up our new frogman.
All right. So, the
Or anyone. No one has been woke up.
yeah, the Kamadan, the other Kamadan is gonna bite towards Roland. I mean Recto. Sorry.
Yeah, bite towards Roland.
Disadvantage. Because I'm dodging.
Why?
I took the
I-
patient defense.
Nice.
Misses, I believe.
Mhm.
Misses. Okay. All right. So snakes.
Also disadvantage.
Yeah.
Does it work both 2 times?
Yes, it does. It works until my next turn. Fantastic. Fucking hell.
Oh, God, that hurts.
That's a shit ton of points. Jesus.
So much poison.
I'm down.
Oh, dear.
Are you?
Yep.
Oh, that's bad.
All right. And That is, you know what? Actually, that is not his turn because now what he's gonna do?
It was good playing with you guys. Thanks for petting the cats there, Nick. You doomed us all.
All right,
Nothing good's
so
gonna happen from this. Whatever. I'm just...
death saving throw DC 15.
Oh. No one's even awake to come help you. Yes! Ah! Sweet, sweet victory.
Okay, Hurl, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw. So, Mike, make sure to mark off one success. All right, Hurl, you're no longer blind.
Huzzah.
No, see if you're still asleep.
Jason, you're done. All right, so Squawk. And Squawk, you haven't been making your saving throws, so go ahead and make one for last turn. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Nothing I can do.
Oh, because I'm blind. You're right. Sorry.
I'll give you 2. Go ahead and make 2.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Well, I get 1 because I only missed 1, and then I get 1 at the end.
But I'm not going to remind anybody else moving forward.
That's fair.
I missed it.
Okay.
And then I get the one at the end of my...
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So what I am going to do is I'm going to use my action to once again cast Thunderwave as a cantrip.
Okay.
That's a cantrip for you now? That's awesome.
Thunderclap. Which should try to wake up
Me.
No.
No. Zig.
Hurl is
And
on.
Hurl.
So Hurl, go ahead and make a Constitution
I'm
save.
awake. I'm blind.
Yeah, I know, but Hurl's not. So Hurl's awake. Hurl's asleep. So he takes damage.
No, he doesn't. He succeeded. Yeah, DC 13, man.
Oh, fuck! Sorry.
Is that correct? Is that your real DC? 8
Is that what it
plus
says on your spell sheet
proficiency
as well?
Plus your modifier?
My DC is 15. I thought.
I'm just reading what you posted.
No, I know. It's
I think that might be an incorrect DC.
I think it is. We decided my DC was 15, right?
What's the modifier on the thing? Wisdom?
Constitution. Mine is wisdom. Yes. Oh, hang on a second. That's what it is. Saving throw is Constitution.
So what's your
Spell
wisdom?
attack is ranged. Sorry. Oh no, it's charisma. My spellcasting ability is charisma.
Then that DC is very wrong because it's a 3. It's 8 plus proficiency plus charisma, which has got to be at least 4 for you, right? So,
No,
that's
it
at least
doesn't.
Meryl.
What's your charisma modifier, Nick?
My charisma modifier is +2.
Oh, well then it is 13. Alright, well. How is it +2? You're a bard.
Because my charisma is actually pretty low. My charisma is actually high. Yeah, it's whatever.
Alright, well, the
All right.
DC's correct
As a bonus action, I'm gonna
So
say
you guys hear
get knocked,
But
you get knocked down, but you get up again. You ain't never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, and I cast Healing Word on Recto to bring him back up again.
okay. Do you have the range? Yeah, you have. Okay. So I think you.
Well, let's just make sure that we do, because I am 35 feet in the air, right? So it's 35 plus.
It's fine. You've got it.
Okay.
I'm basically not counting. I'm not doing hypotenuse.
then. Because
That's
No,
actually
I wouldn't
like-
expect
that
you to.
sucks.
Uh,
You can always move if you needed to, right?
so, Recto, you're up to 5 health.
Huzzah!
Do I get to roll 2d8 because my song was so awesome?
No.
Damn it.
Obviously
But you
not.
do get to go roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, thank you for not reminding me even after you said you weren't going to remind anyone anymore.
It's special rules.
Special rules for how awesome my song
For
was.
Squawk, right?
Didn't work anyway. All right, Zigmundo.
Great. I'm gonna go with casting mirror image right now.
Okay.
There you go. There's a thingamajigger for it.
Guys, we spent a lot of time not damaging these things.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Nick. Let me think about.
No,
the
I'm just saying is it's
for a
really funny. Is
second.
I feel like we've been fighting these things for a half hour, but Recto's the only one that's even hit them once.
I did take a swipe at them with my
Okay.
1/5 staff.
Great. So, all right. So you cast Mirror Image. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna go take my Constitution row.
Okay.
Wow, so good.
All right. So Turna is asleep, but I'm going to take Orvex's turn on her turn. And so Orvex, who's just become awake on the last turn, he is now going to wake up Jason, who's standing next to him. So Jason, you are now awake, but you are prone.
Word.
All right. Kamadans. The Kamadan next to Zigmundo is going to once again bite at him.
God, why can't it get the frog? Aren't frogs tasty?
No, man. They're
Because
usually
you're the one that's
poison.
still up.
Fails.
Fails? Okay. And Snake.
Oh.
So
Okay,
what
we
is
gotta
this-
we gotta play this dance
what-
with mirror image now.
Yeah, so what happens with your image here?
It's still spell into
Roll a
6 or
D.
higher. You need a 6 or higher.
Roll a D20.
Come on, man.
let me just D20 this regular.
Come on. You can do this. You can't do this.
Oh my god, are you
God.
serious?
Oh my
Dude,
God.
these fucking
So-
rolls.
It does hit you.
You're dead. Ugh.
28 drops you.
Oh yeah, I'm at 10, so
Yep. So you're at 0. All right, but that is the end of his turn. Although actually he will now run away.
oh of course. You fucking cat.
All right. The other one comes charging back in, leaps in the air, swipes his claw at Recto.
Last warding flare. I'll throw out some, try to create some light to give him disadvantage.
All right.
That's a miss.
All right, so he does miss. He lands though. Make. Oh, misses. All right, that's his turn. Recto.
Who's still asleep?
Turn
Hurl?
it.
Hurl, and Turna.
Can I see Hurl? What kind of cover is he behind?
He's not behind any cover. I mean, he's underneath of a tree, but he's on your side of the tree. You can see him.
I'm gonna sunbolt Hurl.
Okay. So
welcome to the party,
Yeah.
pal.
So for the purposes of ranged attack, I'm gonna call this partial cover. So he has
He just said he
+2.
wasn't behind cover.
I said you could see him.
I said,
also-
what kind of cover is he behind? You said he's not behind any cover.
I didn't realize you were doing a ranged attack.
He's
All right.
also in between me and Oregon.
Anthony's so excited he got to join us tonight.
Well, what if I walk down to here? Will I take an opportunity attack?
Yes.
You could walk one south, and you would not actually,
Okay.
because you're still within.
Is he still behind cover?
No, he's not.
Let me verify that Sunbolt works this way.
So passive aggressive. What if
Can't
I
you control it
screw-
to be like a little bit of damage? To be like, I just want to do one.
No.
Nope. Sunbolts is
Or
sunbolt.
like non-lethal, like non-lethal damage. You can be like, I want.
If I throw a lawn dart at you, I can't be like, I only want it to pierce him a little bit.
No, I don't care. I'd rather him be awake and damaged than asleep and not damaged.
Correct. Hit him.
Okay, go for it, man. That hits him.
Yeah.
I disagree, Hillers. I think I can throw a lawn dart at you very hard.
All
You're
right,
never
so
gonna- you're never
Anthony,
gonna
I
get
already changed your health to you took 8 damage, and you are now awake, but you are prone on the ground. Okay.
Hurl should not have trusted you.
And then
And
My
then
channel, the Lightbringer, went off when I went down, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it did.
That sucks.
yeah, will do.
Um,
No flying snakes for you, my
I'm
friend.
going to hit Turner with a Sunbolt. No. No, I'm not. I'm going to hit this fucking thing with a dagger.
Okay. Hits him.
And try to stun him again with it. Basically, keep going at the neck.
Okay, con save, right?
Con, yeah, 14. Fucking Christ almighty.
If you can protect yourself.
And then as my... So if I get a question, if I wake Zigmundo up, is he still blind?
Zigmundo's not awake.
Windows already awake. Oh, he's. Well, I see what you mean.
Or
So,
if I bring him
yes,
back
he
from...
will-
The condition
he will stay
lasts
blind.
through unconsciousness?
Yeah.
But my condition didn't last through unconsciousness that I had?
So here's the thing. Like his condition was not even really magical. It was just he looked at a real. He basically like stared at the sun. Now he can't see until his like eyes readjust.
He trumped it.
Well, I cast a
even though-
magical ability on my body.
Don't argue the
It's-
mechanics. man. Just do your turn.
Trying, man. I'm trying. We're in dire straits here.
Where it's pretty bad, I agree, but you can't rule lawyer your way back to safety.
Then I'm going. I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use my last key point and
Oh, we haven't even damaged these things yet, and you're already out of key points.
yeah, I know.
Things aren't really good.
And Step of the Wind, which gives me disengage as a bonus.
Okay.
And I'm gonna run away because I don't want to die.
You need to run.
Yeah.
You need to get the fuck out.
I want to
Quick.
basically try to like retreat back behind this wall here.
You should grab a kitten. Maybe
Can
they
you
won't
ping where you
kill
wanna go?
anymore.
You're absolutely right.
And I'm
You
gonna.
got one turn at a time here. Rector, where are you going? So you're
Sorry,
disengaging.
disengaging here. Can I pick up a kitten as I run by this cart?
Yes. You yoink it, and you hear the Kamadan to the east roar. Roar! He's pissed.
Good.
No,
Or
you're
she.
pissed it off.
You're not really sure of the gender.
He, she. Shim.
Yeah, one of them's
It's really
one of
good.
them's the dude. Well, could be two dudes. Who knows? I mean, it's
You know. Let's see.
we support all. I mean,
Don't
you
judge
love who
the
you want,
family.
man. You know. Yeah.
Free love for the Kamadans.
What's its preferred pronoun?
Yeah,
Pearl.
that's what we need to be worried about. Right
Pearl.
now.
So I assume you want to stand back up, which will use up half of your movement.
Yeah,
I can't see anything behind this wall.
And welcome to your first turn.
yeah, this is awesome. Hey, so this bush that's right underneath Turna, is that like a shrub or is that something that is elevated?
That's basically a shrubbery. That's shrubbery. Yeah, it's a small. It's pretty small. It's not a tree.
Bring us a shrubbery.
All right, so I'm gonna
You're,
use.
you're pretty small too. So if you wanted to like get cover in there, you probably could get a little bit of cover. For a full size humanoid, probably not.
Sure, I'm
I
gonna
don't
use.
remember anything about Battletoads. You're gonna want to beat it with a pipe a few times.
So
you're
I have
you're about 3 feet tall, by the way.
I have an ability called Standing Leap, which allows me to jump 25 feet. So I will
What?
jump
Nice.
25 feet towards the creature and slide under that piece of bush there.
Doing.
Wicked.
Nice sound effect.
That was good.
That does use up movement as well, but you've got enough movement.
Yeah, that's fine. And then,
Best GMing of the night.
and I will use my grung spear to take a two-handed swipe at it.
All right. That does hit. So go ahead and click on it again, and it'll roll the damage. Like click on it inside of the 16.
+6, nice. Go!
No, click on click on the word
Yeah.
spear in chat.
I just hold on. I'll try this again.
There you go.
That's fine. Yep. Okay. So yeah, it does take the 7 damage.
It also takes poison damage as well.
You're right. So and you do have an attack on your sheet to roll that. Yep. And so he gets to
Hey.
make a con save. He fails, so he takes another 6 damage.
Cool.
Yeah, he's looking a little bit worse for the wear. Roughly bloodied. All right, Hurl, are you done?
Yes.
Okay, Jason.
Okay, I'd like to stand up.
It's half your movement.
Yep, and then go to where the wagon wheel is, essentially. When I move myself up. There we go.
I think that was
5, 10, 15.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. And then start doing my thing that I do.
On the kitten?
With the stabbings. No, the adult kind.
Okay.
I
Just
don't
make
want to kill a guy. I'm not a monster. I just don't want to be eaten by panther snakes. So, first one,
It does hit.
second one,
Yeah, it hits. So
third
21
one.
Jesus.
How's it doing? Is it still alive?
It's no. I mean, well, yes, but it is fucked up.
Not.
You're just slicing, like you sliced an ear off. You came around, cracked in, like you see parts of its shoulder cave in. It's limping with blood is dripping from its eyes and from its mouth.
Yeah, waking me up was a good choice. I have a DM question. If I use my on Turna, will it wake her up? Because she has to. She can move.
No. So no. So for so you
Oh,
have
yeah,
to.
Worth a shot.
You can move roll though, just because.
I sure can, and I will do exactly that. Actually, I'll do the menacing attack. So, click.
Okay.
Oh,
Some save.
so much damage.
And it fails.
How do you want to do this?
I would have it like sort of roar at me, and like defiance, and then I just take the rapier and right up through the jaw and into the brain pan.
And so like mid roar, it's
Right through the
pull it
uvula.
out and it just drops.
Mm.
Okay.
And then turn around.
And so the menacing attack presumably just doesn't do anything.
Well,
There's
no, I
nothing
mean
it
it
can do.
can't run away if it's dead.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
God, I hope not.
I just didn't know if there's anything else that it can do. All right. Okay. Are you?
there's one
And you've used up all of
done,
your
and-
move.
just ends my turn. Right.
Squawk.
All right, I'm going to pull out my longbow and I am going to shoot at. Actually, no. You know what? I am going to viciously mock it.
What? What are you mocking?
I'm mocking its
No, but I mean like
inability to know that it's a snake or a tiger or a jaguar. It doesn't know if it's a jaguar or a snake.
Gonna mock its identity. Correct.
Yes, and Zigmundo's down, right?
Yeah, I'm
He
down.
is.
I'm not trying to be weird about things, but who are you mocking?
Came down.
It's coming into my west.
Can you see the Kamadan?
He can
Doesn't have to see it; it
I'm
just has
35
to
feet
hear
in the air.
him.
He's 30.
uh,
his sight lines are probably different than
At a creature you can see within range, it says. Throwing that out there.
Actually, yeah, no, I'm gonna say I don't think you can.
can't
But
see
that
it.
means so I won't.
You can
I won't-
move.
You didn't, but you didn't cast it. Okay.
That's fine. I mean, it's a cantrip. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna go ahead and once again use the get knocked down, but I get up again
Just move.
line. Why on Zigmundo to bring him back up again using my bonus action? I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Zigmundo to bring him back up,
Okay.
and because that's a bonus action. And then
Okay.
Things are looking marginally better, guys.
Healing word does 4. How nice.
Well, you're up. You're not. You're not dying.
and I'm going to take my action as
Real quick, is mirror image a concentration spell?
Let me bring that up here. Hang on 1 second.
Okay. Well, can you look at that while we finish up Squawk's turn?
Sure.
I'm gonna take my reaction to ready my bow, and if he comes into range, shoot my bow at it.
Okay.
And that ends my turn. Now it's Igmato's turn.
All right.
Okay, so Troy, it says until the spell ends.
Concentration. If you're knocked out, you would lose concentration on it.
No, it's not check marked as a concentration, but I'm reading the rest of the description.
That doesn't mean that it's not.
Yeah, that's why I'm reading the description. Give me a second here.
No, it would say it has like a little thing that will tell you.
No, it is not checked to say concentration.
Then that's fine.
Yeah, it is not a concentration spell. It says for 1 minute.
Okay. All right.
Confirmed.
All
Okay.
right.
Your turn. You are on the ground.
I am on the ground. So I'm gonna stand up. That's gonna take half my movement.
Yep.
All right, great. I mean, I guess I'm still blinded, which is super cool. And then from there,
Blinded by the lights.
shush you. We're overthinking it. I'm gonna use magic missiles because I don't need to aim those fuckers.
So you see your target, though, don't you?
Nope.
The
Really?
missile's nowhere to
Creature of
go.
your choice.
Yeah,
Says-
that you can see.
So you can see within range.
damn
let,
it.
let me check this here. Hold on.
Actually, no, you're looking at healing word, not.
No,
Yeah.
I'm looking at magic missile.
Yeah.
It says the creature you can see within range.
Yeah, you can't see it.
Can't see it. All right, I'm not gonna bother that bullshit.
You can't see it. That means you can't trip.
God damn, man.
This game got hard.
Well,
Can I go back to easy mode?
You might have to
ran
move.
away,
You
which
might
is
have to
not
move.
the worst
yeah.
idea. But I don't really know if I'm blind, if I which way away is. Is that a philosophical question?
And actually, this is interesting because you definitely can't see it because you can't see.
Well, that's what I was wondering. So
You also can't see it because it's behind a wall.
You also
Well,
can't
no,
even
Troy,
try to hide.
Troy, that's not entirely true because it's so big. I actually see a portion of it, but I don't know if that's
Yeah.
fog of war.
I know.
Okay.
I'm really
Anyway.
can't behind it.
Anyway, but I am blind, so let's go with that one.
Yep.
I have a
You try to hide
logistical
when
question that
you're
I'm
blind.
uncertain of. Like, if I were to run north, do I know which way that is because I'm blinded?
I'd rather you not run north just because there's no map there. But
Well, the idea would be to get the fuck out of here. But
okay, you want to run away.
Away.
away, please.
You would probably have a feeling for the rough general direction of the way you came in from. You could
Especially if it was
in that
roaring
direction.
about the kittens.
Or the direction of the thing that hit you.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, I would like to run away.
Okay. All right, we're just gonna park you up here.
Very good.
Okay.
and
Well,
I'm gonna
actually,
say-
hold on. So let's go ahead and say, all right, we're just gonna use this. All right, so, well, you are only able to get 15 feet away, right? So because you used half your movement to get up,
Correct, sir.
so you were able to get. Okay. What do you even see when you put you up?
What is your whole deal?
Okay, Turna is asleep. So the Kamadan.
Here it comes.
I assume it's coming into range.
It certainly looks that way.
It looks to be contemplating it.
Judging by these ruler arrows, you're in
13.
big trouble.
All right, 13 does hit. So go ahead and
Oh.
go ahead and roll.
Fire
Well,
away,
I see
fire
it all.
away.
All right, so runs and leaps high in the air, basically clears the tree, swipes at Squawk with its paw. The hit?
What? I mean,
Yeah.
might hit. I'm looking at one thing real quick.
Not
No. Well, we'll find out here in just a minute. I'm gonna use my cutting words on it.
Okay.
nice. Good choice.
16 still hits.
Still hits. All right.
So yes, it does hit.
So you take 6 slashing damage.
Okay.
As it hits you with the claw from the pounce, you immediately fall limp as you go prone.
Oh, fucking A.
Go ahead and roll 3d6. As
Am I
you fall to
rerolling
the
a character?
ground.
Am I rerolling a character?
Squirk, his long lost brother.
Do you know
Oh,
how?
sure.
Do you know how long he's been wanting to knock you out of the air, prone? Oh,
Right.
those are really good rolls.
Oh boy, that's not great.
We finally got good rolls, guys.
No, we didn't.
Go ahead and take 14 points of damage as you
That's very bad.
land on the ground. You're now prone.
Okay.
Let's see.
Hey Troy, how do you want to do this?
Actually, sorry, hold on. Before this happens,
Gonna chew
Go
you
ahead
up
and
like
make
a
a-
chicken
go ahead and
wing.
make a strength saving throw. DC 13.
That's not horrible for me. It's not great, but that's not horrible.
Let's find out how horrible it is.
Oh, it's not good. It was not good at all.
Oh boy.
Okay, no. So that's fine. That just means that what we already said happened. If you had passed this, you wouldn't have gone knocked.
Okay.
Would not. Okay. All right. So now as you land there, it's going to bite into you.
Makes sense.
Actually, hold on. No. First, it's going to hit you with the snakes. Yeah. Snakes.
This is what hurts.
Oh.
Oh boy.
I assume.
Well,
there's nothing
Another one
Yeah,
bites.
24. Yeah. That,
Yeah.
Thanks.
Now comes the damage.
Okay. 22.
up. Oh, you're still up. That's good. That's good. For
How are you still up?
I
Well,
was just
can
in
you
that-
make a Constitution save to take half damage on that?
Oh
Ooh,
yes, he can. Good point.
Nice. Good
DC
thinking.
12.
37. Yeah. Okay.
12 isn't very high. That's doable.
Yeah. Well, not the way we've been rolling tonight.
No, the rolls have been just a disaster.
Oh, all right. So you only take 11 damage.
Whew. Whew.
Yes.
We're up right now.
Our bard friend
Right.
hangs on.
Now he's gonna bite.
Cling to life, chicken man.
Oh
I'm on my way.
God.
That definitely hits.
10, 15, 20.
I'm still up.
That's the end of his turn.
He rolled a 14, a 19, and a 19 on attacks.
Recto,
Yeah,
you're
but
up.
he rolled like a 1, a 1, a 1, and a 1 on his damage.
I'm up, huh?
What a catastrophe this whole thing is.
God, and what's worse is it's like 9:30 in the morning. We haven't even had a cup of coffee yet. and we're already planning these-
We haven't gotten to brunch and everyone's fucked up.
You know, somebody really wanted to pet a kitten early in the morning. Don't you get enough pussy?
Don't pet the wildlife.
Can I? What's an action to get rid of this kitten? I don't think this is going to do us any good.
You can just drop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll just.
that is-
Throw it.
You know this
Throw
thing
it.
is
does
Throw it
nothing.
at the
Yeah,
camera.
I'll just drop
you know
it.
this thing is probably after its children, right? So you can throw it at the parent, and hopefully it goes. It's probably just protecting its children.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna drop it to the right. No, you're probably right, but I don't think I would do that at this point. I'm so fucking furious. So I would go to
We're
the
gonna
west.
orphan these kittens anyway.
I'm gonna slide out to here,
Oh, we're not gonna offer them. Squawk's gonna adopt them.
and then I'm gonna sunbolt them twice.
Oh, sure, this is a good pet for us to
All
have.
right.
A snake panther.
Do you want to reevaluate?
I'm gonna
that
miss
thought?
twice.
First one hits.
Oh, yay. Fantastic. I rolled a 1 because that's how we roll tonight. And then I'm going to go back behind the wall again.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm not.
Be safe, man. Other people and frogs are here for you.
Is this a Batman Begins song or Batman?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go back behind the wall where I was. Go back there and say, all right, yay, good turn. Woo.
Pearl, it's your turn.
What has Orvex been doing?
He
Towering.
woke up Jason. He takes his turn and turn his turn.
And then Jason
So-
destroyed one of these things.
I just absolutely crushed that.
So Hurl springs in a similar fashion.
Boing.
With
There,
a double-handed overhead spear stab into the.
I like how all three of us at the same time did this.
Let
Okay.
me pull up my
Yep.
sheet here. Hold on.
You can Alt double click onto the token and it'll bring up your card.
Thank you.
That hits. So go ahead and click Spear two-handed in chat. And it'll, so in the chat window, there you go. Ooh, okay. Okay, hold on.
Sorry about the
So-
save there. That was an accident.
No worries. So where it says in the chat stream, 15 Spear two-handed, click on Spear two-handed.
Ah, sorry.
No worries.
You'll get there. It takes.
Okay.
Boom.
We've been doing this for like 2 years, and we still mostly can't work it.
Okay.
Let's see. So it
Oh.
fails its con save, so it's going to take 9 plus 4, so it's going to take 13 points of damage.
Now I'm also a rogue. I forgot to do this last time, but it's since it's focused on
Sneak
a
attack.
downed- Yeah,
Sneak
I'm doing
attack! Oh yeah.
I don't think you have advantage on this, so I don't think you
Yeah,
can get
because
sneak-
another
No, but it's focused on Squawk.
another combatant is within 5 feet of the enemy.
Ah, yes. Okay, that's fair. Yep.
I remember. Dash the unwise remembers.
So go ahead and add. Yeah. What is the sneak attack damage here?
A D20.
It's the D6.
2 more. Okay.
Just a D6?
No, there's many d6s. You're at 5th
Well,
level.
what,
at least.
what level are you? It's 3d6 at 5th level, or it's at 6th level.
Oh, I'm level 6.
Damn.
The
Two
yeah,
more
that
times?
probably just hasn't been updated.
You don't need advantage on the attack roll if another enemy of the target is within 5 feet of it.
We just talked about
3d6.
that.
3d6.
Okay.
I'm just verifying. I'm reading it here.
Yep. And I just updated your sheet, Anthony.
Thanks.
All
Uh,
right, so it takes 13 points.
Nice.
All right, it's in rough shape.
Yep, and I'm just gonna stand there. I'm done.
All right, Jason.
Come just to the south of Hurl. And start stabbing.
Okay.
As
What
I
you
do.
got?
Kill it. Kill it dead.
How do you want to do this?
Oh, thank God.
I say, I'll just sort of take swords in either hand and be like, I'm tired of these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking panther! And just chop it to bits.
All right, you hack away at it, and you're able to cleave off. It's it's got this huge neck, probably 2 foot diameter. And you have to the bull scene in Apocalypse Now. And then eventually head falls
Yeah,
off.
it's pretty grim. Pretty grim.
All right.
And then just go.
I looked at my head.
It's dead, man. It's dead. Stop. Stop. It's dead.
And that is combat is over.
I love hacking things to bits. I gotta say.
I feel like that went great. I really do. That was.
No, it went terribly. It's not
hey,
even breakfast
can I
yet.
take
Meryl,
a-
Meryl, would you
Orbex
say
goes
it
over
went
and resets turn off.
perfect?
God.
Nick, you
Okay.
gotta be subjected to that one.
That was pretty
So-
good.
So I know that it's a little past time.
That was sneakingly good.
Do you guys want to keep going for a bit? I know it's a holiday.
Nick, are you
Um,
really adopting one of these things?
I would love to adopt one of these things.
I think we'd like to at least short rest if we can, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can sit down and take a breather. One of the
Pass
cats
out
that was that
from
you
your
dropped
wound.
kind of crawls up to
I want
you.
to play with one of the kittens. I want to play with one of the. I want to.
I hope you get bit by one of those kittens.
That thing's gonna poison you in your sleep for sure.
You should cull these immediately.
Hey, Nick, are you doing that thing where we get the extra 1d6?
It doesn't. I
It's
don't have to
automatic.
do it. It's automatic.
Nick, are
Fine.
you actually adopting one?
I would love to adopt one, unless the party absolutely is against it.
No. How many others are there?
Only
There are
two, right?
2 kittens. Mhm.
I'll
should
just
keep
take
'em.
the other one.
We should keep them.
over behind the wall.
Yeah, one was around the wall, one's still in the wagon.
All right, so I'll go find the one behind the wall and be away from the party,
Okay.
and then come back later and explain to them how it found a rainbow bridge to a happy land.
Okay. But Squawk, you have one of them, it sounds like?
I would love to have one of these. Yes. Actually, so let's
Very
realistically think
bad
about this.
idea.
Grodd
This is a
had pet
feral animal
spiders.
that's gonna have snakes on it.
Yeah, but it's gonna be our pet.
It's not gonna be my pet.
Hurl distances himself from this whole thing, like physically moves away. Doesn't want to be a part of it.
A part of the pet?
Yes.
Who's keeping it as a pet?
Not me. It's gonna find
Squawk
a
is
rainbow bridge if
considering
it gets
No.
anywhere near me.
No. It's like keeping a pet panther, man. It's gonna eat you eventually.
But it's a baby. We will train it to be good.
Have we learned nothing from Siegfried and Roy?
Jason, you want to take care of this?
Rainbow bridges await all our animal friends.
My goodness, this is true.
Reach out to collect it.
He can go be with his sister.
No, we didn't ask gender pronoun. You can't do that.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Whatever happens, happens.
Okay, so Snake goes to pee behind a bush. When he comes back, the Snake Panther's nowhere to be seen.
Okay.
He
All
went to
right.
a farm.
I killed it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys take a short rest. Everybody got their healing that
Gently.
they can.
Like, mercifully killed it.
Okay. So what do you guys want to do? Do you want to cut it here, or do you want to explore the shrine?
Can
mean-
Hurl cut open the stomachs of the two beasts and look for
What?
anything
Yeah,
Gross.
yeah. So
like
You-
digested things?
Oh my
you
goodness.
you cut into one of the massive stomachs. I mean, these things are huge. So and it's very it's tauntaun style steam rises from
I thought
from
they
the
smelled
belly.
bad on the outside.
You put your long fingers riling around in there, pull out some stuff, and you do find some small bones, mostly of like small mammals, but you do find a few bones that look like they might be grung.
Okay, so I
Good news.
extract the bones and I put them in a bag
Okay.
that I'm holding. Obviously like a knapsack or something.
Okay.
Do we still have one of the kittens?
Nope.
Yeah, unfortunately, they ran
Oh.
away.
Sorry, that was. Oh god, that was a wasted one too. My bad.
Your kitten went to a farm where it could run around. Have
In
lots of
upstate New York.
You say that, but there's gonna be a time where we're gonna be like, man, I wish I had a kitten with giant snakes on its back.
That's never gonna
I
happen.
really don't think that's gonna happen.
Guarantee that's going to happen, just because out of spite. It's gonna be like 10 years from now. I'm gonna be like, man, you know what I could really go for right now? Is a kitten with giant 10-year-old kitten with snakes on his back.
A pet that could kill me at any moment.
Not me. So I don't give a fuck.
Okay. So what do you guys want to do?
Are we doing like parting words here? Because Hurl would have some things to say to the party.
All right, one second
I'm
though.
okay for another couple for a little bit, because I don't
Logistically,
want to
time wise, if we were to continue, wouldn't we continue until?
Explore this shrine. I think this is a temple. If there's snake panthers behind it, it's
Yeah,
probably
so based on our gameplay, we're looking like another.
No, I'm okay with going a little bit further just to at least set up the plot point for the next time. I don't want this to be the end. Let's at
Maybe,
least
like, just see what's inside this place and then stop. Or...
yeah. I think that maybe this would be like the bonus credits after a movie, and then let's just see how long bonus credits are.
So cut it off at a time limit, maybe another 15 minutes or so.
Yeah, let's
I'll
just
give
see.
you 15 minutes.
This isn't a good stopping point. I think we can milk this out for another few minutes.
All right. So short rest. Everybody gets whatever hit points they can get back.
All right.
Should
So Spock,
Hurl
you're
should
going
Hurl
from-
say? Okay, I'll wait it out.
What would Hurl do, man?
Give us speed.
Nothing.
All right.
Friends.
Okay, you guys make your way around
Country
to
frogs.
the front of the
Well,
shrine.
this looks complicated. Oh dear.
Okay. So you see the ruined shrine standing inside the walled compound that you had the battle outside of. You see two tall monoliths flanking the entrance, decorated with images of a jaguar with 6 snakes sprouting from its shoulders.
Imagine that.
Orvex tells
If only
tells
we had
you
known.
Orvex tells you that this is Shagambi, is the god that's being depicted.
Shigambi Commandant. Oh, yeah. Okay. Like we just killed. Okay.
Hurl puts his head and ear to the ground.
Okay. You
Then after-
go ahead and roll an investigation check.
You talking about me?
Yeah, or a perception check. Is that what you're trying to do? Are you trying to listen for something?
I'm listening for something.
Or take a nap.
Okay. Go ahead and do a perception check.
Typically, when someone puts their ear to the ground, they're taking a nap.
I'm scouting.
Ooh.
You hear something mechanical. Kunk.
Oh Christ.
It's slow and low, but it sounds like almost like maybe a slow set of gears kind of. But it's deep underground.
So Hurl says, the grung usually stick to the rooftops and the trees. We don't go in these buildings, but they do not sound safe.
Is that why you don't go in the buildings? Because they don't sound safe?
Jason laughs.
This one
Like he
particularly
safe
doesn't sound
anywhere.
safe.
Why? What did you hear?
Traps.
Well, we got to go in. So
Great.
there's something in there we need.
Traps means something worth guarding.
Jason, go stop the traps.
Jason goes into something.
Okay.
Whoa.
All right, so
Oh, stop trapping.
Okay, so you you walk down a staircase
Oh,
and
God.
descend into a 15-foot high moss-covered room. There are 4 statues. Those are the circles with the stars on them. You can see, Jason. And it depicts Omuan warriors standing within those alcoves. And they're overlooking a barred gladiatorial pit that's in the center.
Oh, word! That's my hometown.
Each of the statues look like they were meant to hold a spear, but there's no weapon in their hands. On the far side of the chamber, you see a stone pedestal, but there's nothing on top of it. It's conspicuously bare. It's
Oh,
clear
God.
there should be something on top of it, but there's nothing. You see a relief on the opposite wall, similarly to the last shrine. And on this one, you see a monstrous jaguar with 6 snakes protruding from its shoulders, fighting off a squat frog-like humanoid armed with a spear. Actually looks very similar to your friend
The frog he
just joined you. No,
Pearl.
no.
Earl, are you a god?
And you do see a narrow tunnel with stairs leading down.
Pearl. Someone asked you if you were a god. You say yes.
Narrow tunnel where? I'm sorry, could you
Basically back
ping
here.
it or
Narrow,
something?
yep, that's a narrow tunnel leading
It's not-
downstairs.
It's not. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
All right. I would like to.
Loot the tunnel.
Use the tunnel. All right. I will head to the other side of the temple, walking around the gladiatorial stairs.
Okay.
To maybe in front of the relief and take a look at it.
Yeah. And so as you walk around, you get a closer look at the gladiatorial pit. It is like a floor below you. The bars that have crossed that cover the pit, they're narrow enough. I think they're a little bit narrower than what's really depicted in the imagery here, but they are maybe the holes in them are pretty wide. You could probably try to fit between them, but it would be difficult.
Based on my knowledge of gladiatorial pits in general, is there anything unusual about this one that I wouldn't have seen?
Well, this is all stone, whereas you would maybe traditionally see more of a dirt-like pit.
Right.
Of course,
Okay.
there's no place for anybody to watch.
Got it.
Jason, I think you and I have to go down in the pit and fight to the death.
Let's just get
Hey,
that, shall we? Let's
like-
shelve that one
Okay.
before we fight to the death for no
I'm
reason.
brainstorming here.
Maybe take no bad ideas in brainstorming, but maybe we just take a look around first, see if we can
thought I
suggest
saw
another
something on the
solution.
north side. Can I walk around
Put a pin in
counterclockwise
that.
of this thing?
On the outside of the building?
Yes, please.
Okay, yeah, you do a full lap of the building. Go ahead and make a investigation check.
Sorry to interrupt. Did I see anything on the relief, which I was trying to investigate?
Yeah, so the relief and Orbex joins you, and he describes basically that the scene depicted here is once again from the Omuan legend, the Nine Gods, and in this one he's able to tell it to you. He tells you one day at noon, a brave Kamadan, which is the creature you just fought, popped down from her rock. She saw the evil in the Omuan's hearts and decided to lance it like a troublesome boil. The Kamadan fashioned a holy spear, but she left it by the riverbank, and a crafty grung stole it. In her rage, Shigambi, the Kamadan, forgot all about the Omuans and chased Nang Nang, the grung, forever across.
Wow.
I look at Hurl and I look at his spear. So is that the spear?
No.
Are you Hurl?
Well, if he's not here, probably not. Maybe though.
Good
That
job,
would be-
pillars. Way to answer the question.
Maybe.
No.
So-
Well, maybe.
Maybe.
So Zigmundo, you do a full lap, and you don't see any other entrances to the building or anything else really noteworthy.
Okay.
Recto?
But sorry, I'm having. Turns out when you spill stuff on your computer. Oh.
What?
Turns out when you
Spilled the beer earlier.
turns out when you spill stuff on your computer, it does things to the hardware. So I'm fighting through some of that right now. Sorry.
You don't say.
Yeah.
In absence of him being able to take a turn, I'll head down the tunnel, the stairs.
What
Jason,
are these what are these stars that are at the front of each
Statues.
hallway?
Statues.
Statues of what? I'm sorry.
Those aren't hallways. Those are alcoves.
No, I couldn't.
In each of those alcoves, there is a statue of a gladiator that looks like they would be holding a spear, and so it looks like an Omuan gladiator. They look like they'd be holding a spear, but their hands are empty.
Gotcha.
The spear isn't there.
Feel like we might need to find those spears, guys.
So I think
Yeah.
as Jason, as you started to descend the steps, I think Hurl kind of called out for you to wait, I believe.
I will wait.
Oh, I see what's going on. Sorry, he's a little far. So never mind.
Boing.
I thought I didn't realize he was all the way in there. So never mind. I guess I take that back.
Spring your way in.
Did you say wait?
All right, yeah, go in there. Go
No,
in there and
wait. I'll scream wait if you said wait, because I can relay it.
No, I'll walk into that first area.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so I'll wait. Do you have anything to add or?
Well, I was going to tell. So Hurl will not descend the steps any further. He has one thing to give you, and then he must go. And it must be to Jason.
All right, I'll come back. I'll say, hey, buddy,
He loves
what's going
loots.
on? How you feeling?
Yeah, because that's what Jason needs. Oh, hey, more loot.
I don't have any loot. swords.
Yeah, well,
I made a sword for myself with the bones of a dinosaur that I mostly killed.
yeah, well.
That's the
you know
only
you
thing
didn't
I
kill?
have.
Okay.
I didn't. You did.
So I must leave you at this point. But if you find yourself east of the city, outside the walls, and you find our village on the rooftops of Nang Nang Shrine, ask for Yorb, and it must be you, Jason. You see, my people only respect the ones that are the best fighters.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Suck-
sir.
Suck at everyone else.
Excuse me.
Yorb may not listen to anyone on the party, so please, if you do engage him, it must be you. But he needs an element of trust before he knows that you met me and I gave my blessing here. So may I have your canteen?
Sure. I would hand that over.
All right. So I cast tadpole shoot and I fill his canteen with tadpoles.
Oh,
Very gross. Well, all the grossest things happen to me.
Please bring this back to Yorb.
Hey,
No, it's me.
Before you go, just curious, why do you think he's the best fighter?
Did you
Well,
not see
I've-
me hacking up the Snake
I've
Panther?
I've witnessed one fight with your party, and he's the only other competent one aside from myself.
Ah,
Because he slept through the first half of it? Is that why? And then
you got
somebody had to wake him up so he could actually attack something? Is that why?
Hey, like, let's not question. The
And
judge.
because I had to wake you up so you could attack something? Is that why you say that?
Let's not be bitter to our good friend.
No, I'm not bitter. I'm just trying to inquire here. Is all.
Let's be cool to each
all right,
other.
guys.
Because you'd still be asleep back there if nobody woke you guys up. Is that why we're talking about that, or is that?
What?
Your party may also be better off if you use Zigmundo to spring traps as opposed to Jason.
Debatable.
He's not much for springing traps, but
We'll work on that. I guess.
yeah, we'll propose it.
I do have several quarterstaffs to lash together.
I'd poke it with my quarterstaff.
So Hurl, here's
I would shake his hand and thank him gratefully for his advice, and hope that we will see him soon in Nang Nang.
all right. Well, if you shook my hand, then you're gonna take poison damage, 2 poison
Really?
damage.
Oh my god.
I'm poisonous.
He's a great fighter. This guy, great fighter.
Yeah, you could have told me in advance that
Yeah.
hurt.
I did. I said he looks like one of those poison frogs you see at the museum. Did I not say that about an hour and a half ago?
I took the
So Hurl hears a whistle coming from outside the shrine, and he hops out.
Boing.
All right, boy.
Oh, traveler.
He actually hops out through the hole in the ceiling that looks out to the sky. He doesn't even go out to the front doors.
Word.
That guy was weird.
That was very weird, and I think he filled my canteen with some sort of creature. This is disgusting. I'm gonna have to drink out of that endless water deal now. I guess I can't.
I think we can all agree his judgment on combat tactics isn't the best, but you know.
Well, agree to disagree.
All right, Jason, do you want to keep going back down that
Yeah,
hallway?
definitely. I want to get into this pit real bad.
Okay. So as
Check it out.
as you go through it, you see Orvex has already kind of come out ahead of you. You see more of the reliefs, and they continue to tell the story of Shigambi and Nang Nang. Really, it's just the story that Orvex already told you. He recognized it from the first panel, but
I
most of the
assume
panels
I
kind
would
of
like take a look at them on my way by. Do I see anything unexpected?
it's just again,
attacks,
it kind of shows the battle between basically a Grung holding a spear and a Kamadan with the snake thing going on, and then it shows them eventually the Kamadan chasing the Grung amongst the stars.
Cool. Okay.
Okay.
Continue down the
So
hallway.
you turn around the corner and you see I know that doesn't quite look like it on your map potentially, but basically in front of you is an open doorway, past which is a square pit area that you can see the light filtering down from the skylight down past the barred floor onto this pit. So it is filled with daylight. And then on the other side of the pit is a doorway. That doorway has a barred gate that is closed.
All right. Can I go into the pit and go take a look at the doorway?
Yeah,
and
your
see if
side of the pit is open.
Yeah. Okay. So as far as I can until the closed.
Okay. So as you step into that pit, you feel the floor drop maybe an inch. Chunk. And you hear chuk, 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 chuk. And all
Get
of a
out!
sudden
Get out!
You see the gate in front of you on the opposite side of the room shoot up. Nothing for a second, and then
Oh fuck. Fuck it.
hold on a second.
What have I done? Can't believe I shook that frog's hand. I'm gonna die by 2 damage.
It sure says Zigmundo.
Zigmundo, get in here!
I'm waiting. I don't know what's going on.
You'll see in a second. Actually, I don't have it available to show you yet, but so I will show it to you guys next week.
Next
But what you
week.
see is 4 enormous clay gladiators step out from
boy.
that door,
Oh boy.
headed
4 of them.
towards you. 4, and that's
Everybody else can do ranged attacks, right?
that's where we'll leave it.
Oh boy.
Did the gate close behind him?
No,
Still, I think if it's a gladiatorial pit,
Perhaps they're holding long spears.
my instinct is that they need to be fought.
they were each holding a spear.
Wow.
Oh.
There you go. Imagine that.
Well, puzzle solved if I don't die.
Well, even if you do die, the puzzle's solved.
Yeah, no, it's solved either way.
Well, then who will talk to Yorba or whatever the guy's name is? You
Oh.
guys are all too weak.
I mean, they were looking for the best fighter anyway, so.
Yeah, they're gonna be so disappointed if I'm not there.
All right, Anthony. Thank you.
Yeah, Anthony. Hey, man. It's good playing with you, buddy.
Yeah, that was great to be able to have you join.
That was
Yeah,
all.
thanks for
Right,
having
right.
me.
Thanks for
Thanks
waking up
for,
really early.
What is it, like
Yeah,
6:30 there now?
It is now, yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you for filling my canteen with various.
Is it even a holiday for you?
swimmers?
Yeah, because I work on a military base, so the Germans are going to work, but I have off.
Nice.
Suckers.
God, the Germans.
I was worried for you guys with those Kamadans.
It was going real bad.
Well, once we got going, it was fine. It was just we couldn't get out.
Our rolls were horrendous. Every roll we made was terrible.
It was, but it was once we could start hitting them. Once we decided, you know what, we should start hitting them.
We couldn't hit them. We were all asleep or blind. We couldn't hit
There
them.
was that. There was that.
Oh man!
Once the stabbing
Was-
machine woke up, everything was all right.
All right, Meryl. Now you know how the CC feels coming the other direction.
Yeah.
I didn't get
That
CC'd.
was bad, man. I was.
I
really
know,
worried.
but-
I thought you were gonna die. I thought Zigmundo was gonna die. I was. God, this is going south in a hurry. Because they'd done so much damage and we hadn't done it.
Well, and they made. I tried to stun that one 4 times, and he saved every time.
Didn't work. Didn't
Yeah.
work at all. I was like, we are fucked.
And he
This
only
is
had a
how it
+2 modifier on his Constitution. It wasn't like it was, like it was a bad try, like a bad move to do it. Like, kept rolling 15 and above on everything.
Yeah, though. Yeah, you were rolling really bones. Like it was ridiculous.
I might die next week. Being in a pit with 4 automatons is probably not.
So leave the pit.
I
And
think they have to
poisoned.
be- I think they have to be fought there.
Well, if you leave and come back in, I'm pretty sure they'll still be there.
Maybe you guys should come in with me.
Oh.
Not that.
Go on in, pal.
You're such a good fighter. Come down here and start punching.
I'm missing some key combat abilities right now.
Yeah, I know.
Throw that out
Things
there.
are real bad. We are not doing well.
Yeah,
This is
Do you
not
not get your key? You get your key points back after a short rest, don't you?
a short
I do,
rest.
but my other
We
abilities, some
took
of
a
my
short
the cleric stuff I have doesn't come back until a long rest. So
Well,
like
I'm
the
pretty
warding
sure
flare that I
after
have.
This, we're gonna all have to pass out from exhaustion, and whatever circumstance.
Because these things are gonna hit like trucks.
I know they're gonna be so destructive. I just hoping that they don't have like a really high attack modifier.
Oh, they will.
I will tell you guys that this is. I won't.
It's deadly, isn't it?
I'm assuming
This is the other one that kills people.
Everything we do is so deadly.
No. He said there were two. He said there were the frogs, and then I guess this is the other one.
Killer.
Yeah.
And I'm down there by myself, like an idiot.
It's not an easy one, I'll tell you.
Oh,